Friday's game against Michigan State felt more than one game. At least it felt like it. It felt bigger before tip-off with the Dusty May contract extension news, the electric environment inside Chrysler Center, and, of course, the stakes attached to it within the Big Ten. It also felt bigger after the final buzzer because losing to a rival stings, especially when that was your first home loss all season. The goal is that with time comes perspective, and the reality is Michigan still has everything to play for. The Wolverines control their destiny in the Big Ten race, and a victory tonight would bring them back to even in the league standings with Michigan State at the 80% mark of league play. Dusty May said it shortly after Friday's loss. This team can't let one defeat turn into two. And in this environment in Lincoln, with the Huskers very much on the NCAA tournament bubble, you've got to bring your A game. Michigan, Nebraska, we're getting you ready for the action as assistant coach Mike Boynton Jr., grad student Vlad Golden, and head coach Dusty May join us right here on the pregame show.
This is Michigan Basketball. Our coverage is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of Michigan Athletics. And by Don'tRegretTheBet.org. Helpful tips to play it smart when you gamble from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Now, here are the voices of Michigan basketball, Brian Bush and Terry Mills.
Terry, no doubt that Friday's loss stings. How tough is it for a player to try to flush that away?
Well, I can tell you how tough it is for a broadcaster. It took me a couple days to kind of, get that sting out of my system. And, I had to look at it from a perspective way, saying that we still got a lot ahead of us. We didn't lose that game and you're out of the NCAA tournament, or you lost it and you went from first to last. So it's a lot to play for here. And, Michigan's just got to come in here and take care of business. You got a team in Nebraska who is on the bubble, who's trying to impress the committee. They're motivated, trying to put something on their resume because they're running out of time for quad one wins.
Yeah, right now Nebraska seems to be, according to most, on the right side of the bubble, but it is very, very close. This is a team that's kind of an up and down. What stands out about the Huskers to you?
You just don't know what you're going to get. I mean, they're going to force Michigan into taking some three-point shots. Of course, Michigan struggled, shot 23% against Michigan State, but, they're going to they struggled. It's just a real strange team. They've lost, 3 games by 20 points? You just don't know what you're going to get. And even losing to Penn State the other day, you're fighting for your life, and you lose the way you lost to Penn State. Not saying that Penn State is not good, but, you're letting things slip away.
Yeah, never led in that game. Fell behind 14-2 to start, 50-27 to the half, and it was only their 4th most lopsided Big Ten loss, and they fell by 17. We're going to have to monitor this Michigan warm-up setup here because Reuben Jones, he has been under the weather. He's trying to grind through it, listed questionable on the scouting or on the availability report. No Sam Walters yet again in this one. Reuben did not participate in the early go-around of the warm-ups here in Lincoln, but he's been out there for a little while. We'll see, but he'll be a person that we'll have to keep our eyes on throughout this process.
Yeah, well, I think that he's going to probably try to gut it out. Vlad has done it. We've had other players do it, and he kind of understands what's at stake. And, time is running out for that young man. This is his last go-around, and I'm sure he wants to make things happen.
Yeah, 9 points away from 1,000 in his career. He started the last 4 games for Michigan. We will keep you updated on that. Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student-athletes. Michigan fans can bid on incredible all-access experiences through Champion Circle. Head over to the experience page at championscircleufm.com to learn more. Champion Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics. Up next, Mike Boynton Jr., who's on the scout for this one. Also, Vlad Golden and Dusty May stop by as we count you down to the Wolverines and the Huskers. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Grab as much cash as you can with the Queen of Hearts Cash Cube at Second and Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Every Friday in February from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., hourly drawings give you 60 seconds in the cube. Dive into the whirlwind to win a share of over $45,000 in cash and premium play. Snag the Queen of Hearts for an extra $500 in premium play. Only at Second and Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit second-eagleslanding.com for complete rules and details.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame.
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Your official home of the Maize and Blue, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
And we are welcoming back Sharifa Halal Beef Franks to Chrysler Center. As a leader in the halal industry, the recognized brand has been a location in Michigan for over 45 years. Located at Hail Hail Burgers and Chicken at sections 105 and 120. Sharifa Halal Beef Franks will be available as a concession option at Chrysler Center this season. For more information, check us out on Instagram at Sod Wholesale or at our nationwide delivery site, sodmeats.com.
Introducing Celsius, the essential energy you need to fuel your passion for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience essential energy with 0 sugar and 7 essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius will help keep you energized for every minute of game time. Celsius, essential energy to help you live fit. Go Blue. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com.
We're here in Lincoln. Wolverines getting ready for the Nebraska Cornhuskers lone regular season meeting, and we're with assistant Mike Boynton Jr. on the scout for this one. How has this team bounced back? Have they flushed and now have prepped in a way that they're trying not to make one loss turn into 2 losses after the rivalry game?
Yeah, that's always a challenge, particularly this time of year with what potentially was at stake on Friday against your rival at home. We had obviously a heck of a crowd, and we just fell short. And the beauty of it, though, is there's still a lot of time left, and we're right there. We have the same number of losses, right, as the other team we're up against, and we get to play them again. So the focus has to be on tonight, playing really good basketball against a really experienced team that plays really well at home, and we have to have our best collective effort.
Nebraska's been fascinating. Their good has been really good. Their bad has been pretty bad. When they're clicking, what do they do well?
They play with great flow offensively. Bryce Williams obviously leads them, but Connor Ceja's making threes, and Juwan Gary's locking guys up and getting on the glass and getting to the free throw line. And then Burke, obviously I think he's going to give it a shot tonight, brings a different element as a 5 because he can pick and pop. So they have a lot of offensive weapons. We got to do a good job of minimizing the effectiveness and efficiency of those guys.
You mentioned Bryce, their leading scorer, one of the tops in the Big Ten. Juwan Gary's been someone this league's known for a while, and his stats starting to really back up his impact as well. How would you describe the type of impact on both sides Juwan makes?
Well, Juwan may be one of the most versatile players in the entire league because offensively and defensively, they can move him around a lot of different ways. He can play point guard for them. He can post up against smaller guards if they want. He's played some 5, and then they play really small ball and play really fast. And so he constantly has you contemplating on how you want to attack him and then trying to put them in positions where defensively you can take advantage of their lack of size when he is the 5.
You mentioned the lack of size. Certainly this is an area they don't have a high offensive rebounding rate. What's the key for a group like that where, it's been an area of struggle for this team at times, rebounding the basketball defensively? Does Nebraska have the capability to plague some issues there as well?
Yeah, I mean, obviously their answer is to play smaller and try to make it where your bigs can't be as effective. But we've got to take advantage when we have our big guys on the floor. We need Vlad and Danny and Will particularly. But even guys like Roddy, who has shown he can be effective on the glass, to get back to really having some force around the basket, put them in some precarious foul situations. And it's a game where we look up at the stat sheet at the end of the night. If the rebounding is greatly in our favor, then we'll feel really good about where we are.
Good luck, Coach. Always appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Good luck, Coach. Always appreciate the time.
Thank you.
There's Mike Boynton Jr. We'll hear from him at halftime. Michigan and Nebraska coming up. Vlad Golden, our player guest next. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude.
gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Our coverage of Michigan hoops continues after this word from your local station here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
President's Day, special offers have just been announced at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. AZ Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months with $2,079 due at signing. Or lease a 2024 Bronco Big Bend for $389 a month for 36 months with $2,339 due at signing. Payment includes wage security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Bronco Sport payment includes $1,500 Open Trade Assist. Bronco payment includes $750 Open Trade Assist. Offers end March 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers during the President's Day sales event and take advantage of this $319 Bronco Sport lease offer or the $389 Bronco lease offer before it ends.
We're getting ready for the Wolverines and the Cornhuskers. Great to visit with newly engaged Vlad Golden, making Cameron his now fiance back on Friday night. Any different feelings after that, or is it just, hey, it's all normal now that the questions pop? Are there some nerves gone?
It's probably the most asked question for the last probably like 24 hours, but for me, to be honest, nothing has changed. Like, I knew what I do and I knew like what it led to, so it's like something that I was aware of well of. So, but it definitely less nervous since I asked my question.
What were the family reactions? I know that had not been communicated by the time you all had popped the question and after some of the interviews on Friday night.
I called my mom and she was shocked, but everybody was shocked because like I didn't tell nobody, like only a few teammates like who were supposed to help me to like make my plan come true was supposed to help me, but then I changed my plan and like suddenly and just decided to do it like just on Friday night.
You mentioned it, bigger than basketball, certainly exciting. Now turning the attention to basketball, what stands out about this Nebraska team? Where do they excel? Where do they play good basketball when they are doing that?
It's a veteran team, so they play like good basketball. It's hard to like speed them up. It's hard to like take them out of the rhythm the way that they play, but that's why we supposed to acknowledge it and play the way how we want, not to let them dictate the pace.
Bryce Williams, one of the best scorers in the Big Ten, and he can do it from three or inside. For you as a center, you're probably not going to be matched up with him one-on-one much, if at all. You never know. But what's important to remember against him as someone who can come into the paint and cause issues at the bucket if this team allows him?
With any kind of like top scorer who can score on any level, the game plan is make him score over you, not like don't let him easy shots, because as any scorer who has a scorer mentality knows if you get like easy buckets 1, 2, 3, then you make an even harder bucket. So it's like if we make his life hard, if we make him finish over bodies every single time, we're gonna be in a good position.
Vlad, always appreciate it, and congratulations on the engagement.
Thanks so much.
Here's Vlad Golden. Michigan and Nebraska coming up. Dusty May's thoughts coming up in a little bit more than 10 minutes. Up next, Rob Joyce's out-of-town scoreboard check as we count you down to Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say thank you for
GoBlue.com/tickets.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Sleep Number. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Getting you set for Michigan and Nebraska from Lincoln. Rob Joyce with you in the network studios. Normally we set you up with scores from the night around the Big Ten. Well, like Friday, we're the only game tonight in the Big Ten. 3 games tomorrow, Minnesota Northwestern at 7. A couple of 9 o'clock starts tomorrow. Wisconsin hosting Washington. Illinois takes on Iowa. Game of the week comes Wednesday. Maryland will host Michigan State. Latest AP poll released this afternoon from a Big Ten standpoint. Michigan slid from 12th down to 15th. Michigan State, the biggest climber of any one of the polls, vaulting up to a Big Ten best 8th nationally. Wisconsin stays put at 11. Maryland right behind Michigan at 16. And then Purdue, the biggest faller from last week's poll to this week. Boilermakers, having lost 4 in a row, tumble all the way down to 20th. Counting you down to Michigan and Nebraska. We'll run through a quiet night around the country next. This is Wolverine Basketball from Learfield.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student athletes. Help Champion Circle empower Wolverine student athletes through NIL by joining the Everybody In for Michigan campaign. Our goal is to reach over 100,000 Michigan fans to help ensure that Michigan remains at the forefront of college athletics. For more on the Everybody In for Michigan campaign, head to championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
A quick 60-second local timeout, then more Wolverines basketball. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
This is University of Michigan Basketball, live on WWJ.
The home of the Wolverines and everything else you need.
After the game and all week long, stay with WWJ for live local news.
And traffic and AccuWeather updates every 10 minutes on the 8s.
It's everything you need on your radio, online at WWJNewsRadio.com.
And on your smartphone with the free Odyssey app.
Detroit's news, weather, and traffic station.
WWJ News Radio 950. Depend on us.
Looking for resort-style living? Woodland Muse Apartments and Townhomes is located in the heart of Ann Arbor and offers everything you need to feel at home. You can check us out online at woodlandmuse.com or call us at 734-995-1000 to secure your new home today. That's woodlandmuse.com or 734-995-1000. Go Blue!
Getting you set for Michigan and Nebraska from Lincoln and 8:01 Eastern Time. Tipped out a hugely busy night in college hoops. One other top 25 game on tap. It's a good one, 9 o'clock in the Big 12. Number 10 Texas hosting 4th-ranked Houston Cougars. Enter alone atop the Big 12 standings at 15-1. That won a 1-point overtime loss at home to the Red Raiders earlier this month. One score to tell you about in the pro ranks. Mid-second quarter at Little Caesars. Clippers lead the Pistons 31-28. Michigan and Nebraska here tonight. We'll get Dusty May's pregame thoughts next as you listen to Michigan basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports. And we've got you covered on Sirius XM College Sports Radio. There's complete coverage of every major conference, plus live games and 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now and see offer details at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 25.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive, insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Risk management is not just what we do, it's our calling. We trace our roots to 1850 when Alan Pinkerton founded Pinkerton's National Detective Agency. During our rich history, we created a forerunner to the U.S. Secret Service, hired America's first woman detective, and remained the industry leader. Today, we infuse institutional knowledge and technology with integrity, vigilance, and excellence to deliver innovative solutions to clients around the globe. No matter when, no matter where, we are there for you. Because at Pinkerton, we never sleep.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
We're closing in on tip-off, so let's head into the Michigan locker room and hear from head coach Dusty May. With Coach May, here's Brian Bush.
We're moments away from tip-off. Michigan and Nebraska here from Lincoln. The head coach Dusty May's alongside. You said pretty much right away on Friday, don't want to turn one loss into two. How has this team responded to some adversity and obviously a disappointing loss to a quick turnaround here on a Monday night?
Our spirit's been good. Obviously, we still have a great deal to play for. We can leave tonight still in first place in the Big Ten and mid to late to February. So, we've battled some illnesses like everyone else, and so now there's going to be some opportunity for some of the younger guys, and we're excited to see them step up.
You mentioned the illness, a chance. Reuben Jones out, Fat Brooks out, Sam Walters still working through some things. How could that potentially impact what you can utilize rotation-wise and responsibility-wise?
Well, it certainly shortens our rotation, shortens our bench, but in the game of basketball, I think as long as you have your main guys, the gravity's always going to be there. And so, like I said, LJ, Pip, these guys, they're prepared for this moment. They've had bright spots, and obviously Will Cheddar's ready. And so if we have to get a little deeper than that, it'll be someone that hasn't done it yet. But, like I said, we believe in everyone on our roster, and you just got to come in and support your teammates and function and help the group function.
Obviously, when you have a guy like Bryce Williams, who's averaging close to 20 points a game, he's a scorer, but he seems pretty dynamic. He can score at every level. What makes him such a unique challenge?
That, and he never gets sped up. He can get to his mid-range. He can draw fouls. He's great at shot fakes and getting guys in the air, and then he can shoot threes off the dribble and off the catch. But he's an older guy. He's been doing this, scoring efficiently for a long time. And so we've just got to make sure we challenge all of his catches. We make everything difficult and hopefully wear him down a little bit because he's in closing time, he's got the ball in his hands a lot.
Statistically, Nebraska not elite when it comes to offensive rebounding percentage. This is a battle that certainly on paper looks like it could be a way for you guys to exploit it. What are important for guys like Vlad, Danny, Will to remember? Because it doesn't guarantee it. It just certainly statistically looks like it could be an advantage.
Yeah, just to be determined. And if we work to generate good shots, and they can anticipate when they're going up and get in better position. But I think it's just fight and picking their battles when they're not in position, not shoving a guy, not committing a foul where they're out of the rotation. But just being intelligent, but also really being determined to go after it every single time the shot goes up, and know that if you go 5 times with aggression, you might get 1, but it's worth it.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
Dusty May, Michigan, Nebraska coming up here from Lincoln. We'll have Terry's keys to victory, the starting lineups in the opening jump right after this as you listen to Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Gambling can be fun. Here we go. Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ann Arbor has a goal to reach 100% renewable energy by 2030, and DTE is committed to helping the city get there. Between DTE's wind and solar projects and local participation in My Green Power, we're already 30% of the way there. Join thousands of your neighbors who are using My Green Power to reduce their carbon footprint and support Michigan-made renewable energy. Learn more at migreenpower.com. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
Michigan men's basketball is pushing for a Big Ten title, and the Wolverines need you on hand for the stretch run. Tickets are still available for the Rutgers game on Thursday, February 27th at 9 o'clock, and the Maryland home finale Wednesday, March 5th at 6:30. Visit mgoblue.com/tickets to experience the championship hunt. February 27th against Rutgers, March 5th against Maryland. Get your seats at mgoblue.com/tickets. It's a big-time Monday night matchup. Michigan trying to get back into a tie for first place in the Big Ten. Nebraska trying to bolster its NCAA tournament resume, which is bubblicious right now. Terry Mills, how do the Wolverines get the job done in a hostile environment, almost a sellout here in Lincoln?
Yeah, well, they got a saying is just try to get 1% better. Michigan's got to start off by valuing that basketball. 14 turnovers against Michigan State. You cannot have these turnovers like that in this building with a hostile environment. They average 7 steals a ball game, and that will really get this crowd fired up. Number 2 is defensive rebounding. Michigan's got to be able to have that one-and-done mindset. Not saying that Nebraska's one of the teams that can't rebound, but we said that about Michigan State. They can't shoot, and then all of a sudden they start shooting the basketball. So let's be prepared that, hey, they're going to try to hit the glass, because teams kind of find out that's a way that you can probably beat Michigan is by hitting that glass. And last but not least is expect double teams when it comes down in the post, doubling Brad. So when that ball comes back out on the perimeter, shoot the basketball with confidence. Nebraska will prefer that you shoot wide open 3-point shots as opposed to you getting in that lane making 2-point shots.
Michigan has not hit double-digit threes in their last 9 games but once. In that stretch, they're shooting 30%. Previous 6, they were at 46% from downtown. They're capable, but it has not shown itself in a while. Those are Terry's keys to victory as we pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Here in Lincoln, starting lineup time. First for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, 17-10 overall, 7-9 in the Big Ten. They've dropped 2 of their last 3 after a 4-game winning streak. Their point guard is Raleigh Worcester. He is in his 3rd collegiate stop. He has 1,093 points, 580 rebounds, and 498 assists in his collegiate career. He's joined in the backcourt by the head of the snake, their leading scorer, Bryce Williams, 5th in the Big Ten at 19.5 a ball game. Up front, their do-everything sixth-year senior, Juwan Gary, is at the 3, good defender, and he's averaging a career-high 13 points a ball game. Back from a 3-game absence due to an ankle injury is Berke Büyüktüncel, the sophomore from Turkey and the UCLA transfer, and the man in the middle is Braxton Mia. He stands 7'1". Büyüktüncel is at 6'10", so formidable height for the Huskers. Fred Hoiberg in his 6th season at the helm of Nebraska basketball, 80 and 104 here after a 5-year stint at his alma mater at Iowa State collegiately, those sandwiching in a 3+ year run with the Chicago Bulls. For the 15th ranked in the AP poll and 13th ranked in the coaches poll, Michigan Wolverines, 20-6 overall, 12-3 in the Big Ten. A switch. Reuben Jones in uniform, but he is not starting today. He's under the weather, so Roddy Gale Jr. gets the call at that 3-guard spot, joined by Trey Donaldson and Damari Burnett in the backcourt. Area 51 anchoring the Michigan front line, Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden. They play for head coach Dusty May as we are underway. Vlad Golden battling with Braxton Mia, and it is a tap to Danny Wolf. So Michigan in their blue jersey tops against the Black History Month themed all-red jerseys here for Nebraska. On the right wing, Damari Burnett has it to Gale, left point, shot fake, works his way to the left elbow, give it off Gale, Golden, hand off Gale, shoots a 3 ball way off the mark. It hits the right side of the rim, one-hop rebound, Juwan Gary for Nebraska, and then a pass was stolen away by Donaldson, goes up for the layup, and Gary spiked it against the window after the intended pass didn't get to Worcester, then a block from Gary making up for the turnover, still scoreless.
Yeah, I thought they might have got away with one there. I thought Trey did a good job at getting it off that glass.
Right wing 3-ball airborne and good from Bryce Williams. Triple number 46 on his season. Huskers up 3-0, 50 seconds in.
Yeah, well, Bryce Williams is Mr. Do Everything for this Cornhusker team, so got to know where he is at all times.
Wolf drifts on the right wing for the blue-clad Wolverines to Golden, facing up against Mia. Distributes right corner. Wolf has it, face guarded by Büyüktüncel. Over to the lane, here's Gale, floats it up there, hit the front of the rim 3 times, and it falls through. Michigan's first bucket, it's 3-2 Nebraska, a minute 15 in.
Yeah, good sign to see Roddy Gale get a bucket to go down. He's had his struggles against Michigan State. I thought he kind of hesitated early in this ball game, had a wide open shot, and I know his shot hasn't been falling, but you've got to take those.
Gale pops one back toward the other baseline with 10 on the timer. Williams gets it with urgency, works his way into the forecourt. Shot fake at a point. Gale clears out, shoots a 3, swirls it home. And Bryce Williams, 5th in the Big Ten in scoring, has 2 threes. It's 6-2 Huskers early.
Yeah, well, he's crafty. He's a vet, so you have to keep an eye on a young man.
Burnett catch and shoot, left point 3. It's off the front iron, rebound to Mia and the red-clad Huskers. Into the forecourt, Raleigh Worcester. A foul away from the ball as Büyüktüncel decked the spilled Roddy Gale Jr. So Büyüktüncel, who's back from a 3-game absence due to an ankle injury, gets whistled for the infraction by our 3-man officiating crew tonight. DJ Karstensen, Michael Redd, and Kelly Pfeiffer.
Yeah, good to see Michigan is engaged on the defensive end. Seeing Bryce Williams down here clapping his hands. He's looking for a heat check.
Burnett feed the post. Golden pivots, banks, and scores on the right block. Good find. Former roommates connecting there. 6'4 Huskers, 17:40 on this first half clock.
And that's how Vlad is going to have to score. It's going to have to be point blank because if he catches it and has to dribble it down, they're coming with the double team.
High to the right, Worcester drifts his way to the left point. Feed Gary, rainmaking left wing 3, front iron it off, and a weak side rebound. Donaldson ripped it away from his teammate Wolf. Michigan's point guard right to left from our vantage point, left to right if you're following along, to Golden, takes it into the paint. High banker, got it to go. Window, then swirled 720 style, fell down. We're deadlocked at 6, 17-10 first half.
Yeah, how about Vlad being able to control his body and not get that charge there and showing some athletic ability.
Vlad led all Wolverines with 21 in the loss on Friday at Michigan State. Left wing Worcester sizes up Gale, leave it for Gary, lofts it past Mia, fakes one in, a lot of contact, bumped away from Mia, last touch Burnett. And it stays with the Huskers, 8 on the timer, baseline left is where the Huskers will inbound with the game knotted at 6, 16:52 left first half.
You know, I like the fact that the Wolverines are in the fight right now. I mean, they're not just letting guys go where they want to go right now. without filling them.
Worcester lofts it Mia left of the lane with 5 on the timer. One-arm pass, Buke to Angel. Has it on the right wing. Takes it left wing around the screen. Pulls up for a double clutch 3. Banked it off. Rebound Donaldson for Michigan. Head up. Lofts ahead. Golden right there for a one-arm crunch over the streaking Bryce Williams. Golden has 6 straight in Michigan. Its first lead. It's 8-6.
Yeah, heady play there by Trey Donaldson to be able to advance that ball up. Most guards try to just dribble it up, but that's a heads-up play by that young man.
16-22 first half. Michigan leading it by 2. Left wing, Worcester takes it into the paint, pauses at the G in the Big Ten logo. Zings a pass high to the left, bobbled but corralled by Williams. Shot clock at 8. He checked 28 foot, and he nailed it. Bryce Williams has all 9 for the Huskers, who lead by 1. Donaldson quickly to the other side. Right wing, here's Burnett, a rebuttal 3. Front iron and off. Rebound secured by Mia for the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, the Wolverines might want to think about working off on Bryce Williams, not letting him catch it.
They might quadruple team him.
Make it hard for him to even catch the basketball right now.
Guarded closely by Donaldson. Drives past him, right block, double clutch, floats and scores off the glass. 11 for Bryce Williams, and the Huskers lead 11-8, 15-35. Media timeout, next dead ball. Left side, Donaldson to Wolf with a head of steam. Skip it inside toward Golden, and it's intercepted. Juwan Gary, steal 33 of his season. Bryce Williams, center circle, runs into Burnett, takes it left of the lane, flutters it up there, no, got his own rebound, whips it head of the key, Mia. Now to Tunjel. Left point, 3-ball Williams again, barely grazed front iron, rebound Golden, and then Mia smacked him on the right side. And that's a frustration foul for Mia there, his first, team's second. So Bryce Williams has all of Nebraska's 11 points. He has taken 6 of their 8 shots, and the Huskers have an early lead at home. 11-8 Nebraska, 15-12 to carry first half. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Rock legend Peter Frampton comes alive. Peter Frampton, the Let's Do It Again tour returns Saturday, April 19th to Soaring Eagle Casino. Tickets start at $73 and are on sale now at the box office or etix.com. Peter Frampton, April 19th at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. SoaringEagleCasino.com.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Introducing Celsius, the essential energy you need to fuel your passion for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience essential energy with 0 sugar and 7 essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius will help keep you energized for every minute of game time. Celsius, essential energy to help you live fit. Go Blue. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com.
Nebraska, the early 11-8 edge on Michigan, 15-12 to play first half. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce with you here tonight from Lincoln. Well, Bryce Williams had his 6-game streak of 20 or more points snapped at Penn State back on Wednesday when he had 17. It was the longest 20-plus point streak by a Husker since the current head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers, Ty Lue, did it 7 times to start the 97-98 season. So what does he do, Terry Mills? 11 straight to start, 3 triples from downtown.
Well, that's what you get out of a fifth-year senior. I mean, he's a vet. He knows how to score the basketball. And I'll tell you what, he started out red hot. And the Wolverines are going to have to get a hold of him real fast because, I mean, unless he's just going to beat it by himself because no one else is doing anything.
As the official property restoration partner of Michigan Athletics, Belfort Property Restoration is celebrating and honoring first responders and members of the armed forces in our community. To nominate someone, visit mgoblue.com/hero. Michigan maintaining its starting 5, which, if you're just joining us, features Roddy Gale Jr. Reuben Jones in uniform went through part of the pregame warm-ups here in Lincoln, but he's been under the weather. No guarantee we'll see him. Right now, the starting five on the floor is Michigan has the basketball. Left wing, Wolf feeds a pass right pocket. Burnett around a Wolf screen. Pauses high on the right. Now Gale looks in toward Golden, who has 6 of Michigan's first 8. Skip pass right corner, Wolf. Shot clock down to 9. Wolf zings it left side, Gale. Shot fake, takes it strong. Passes Burnett. Extra feed, Donaldson fakes a pass left. Shot clock down to 3. Whips it right baseline. Jumper from Gale up and good. Well, it's not a 3, but good for Roddy Gale Jr. to hit a J, 11-10 Nebraska.
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of good looks passed up there. So
high on the right. Here's Raleigh Worcester. 2 changes for Nebraska. They go with some of their backup bigs. Andrew Morgan out there for the first time as Donaldson steals a pass from Morgan intended for Sam Hoiberg, the other newcomer, as Golden finds Wolf. Bobbles, couldn't flip one up there. Was lucky to graze glass. Rebound down to the man who turned it over, Andrew Morgan in Nebraska.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're extremely lucky that that's the only thing that happened because
head of the key jumper from Williams off to the right. Rebound easily right block for Trey Donaldson. Already Trey's third carom. Skips a pass right point. 3 ball from Wolf. Banked it off. Offensive rebound reeled in by Golden. Finds a driving Gale. Underhands it toward Golden. And Golden favoring his right elbow as Bryce Williams comes up with it for Nebraska. Up ahead left wing, Worcester feed it in toward the man that Golden was guarding, Morgan, and there's Golden to snatch it away despite that bum elbow. Then Wolf splits one on a gorgeous feed inside to Burnett, lays it up and in low on the left block, and Michigan reclaims the lead 12-11, 13:30 to play in a frantic first half.
Yeah, I think Golden got a stinger there. He's been kind of moving his arm around, trying to get some feeling back in his arm.
Worcester pauses free throw line, skip it toward Morgan, knocked out of bounds by Burnett. It stays with Nebraska, but the Wolverines certainly swarming defensively. And we see the first subs for Michigan. As per usual, Will Cheddar, the first big off the bench to spell Vlad Golden. And it's the freshman L.J. Kaysen, who's been a first-half closer over the last few games for Michigan. He's the first guard off the bench for Damari Burnett.
Yeah, well, the opportunity is going to present itself here today, so wish that young man a whole lot of luck.
Connor Esigian in for Nebraska. Inbounds Williams, now gets it on a handoff. Feed it high block right Morgan, spinning in on Cheddar. Still dribbling with the left hand. Shot clock down to 6. Into the Big Ten logo, fades away over Cheddar, high off the heel. Rebound popped up in the air and saved by Danny Wolf for Michigan, clearing out space against Sam Hoiberg. Michigan 12, Nebraska 11, 13 minutes to play. Wolf almost had his pocket pick, feeds Kaysen left corner, up fake, zings one right wing. Here's Gale for a right wing 3 off to the right. Rebound secured on a good box out by Esigian in Nebraska.
Well, those opportunities are presenting themselves, so if you're Roddy Gale, you can't be bashful. You got to be able to take those and shoot them with confidence.
Officially foot on the line, so it was a 2-point miss from Gale. Morgan handoff Hoiberg, snakes his way to the free throw line, still dribbling right of the lane, pauses right block, slips one left wing Gary, off the dribble, takes it left block against Wolf, floats, barely grazed right side of the iron. Rebound Gale with steam, gets bumped there by Hoiberg. Pretty good acting job from Gale at center jump as he's able to coax the foul, the first on Hoiberg, the son of his head coach Fred.
Yeah, well, you're able to get away with one there, a little acting as you said, but I tell you what, you got to be able to be strong with that basketball because if they don't blow that whistle, they're headed the other way.
All Huskers not named Bryce Williams scoreless on just 4 field goal attempts. Nebraska hasn't scored in 3.5 minutes. Wolverines up by 1, 12-15 first half. Wolf dances left to the lane. High banker crawls off. Rebound popped up in the air by Cheddar. A lot of contact. Ball still on the deck. Sliding down to Siege and corrals it for Nebraska. Vacates Gary. Spins past Kaysen. Settles on the right wing for the red-clad Huskers. Right wing Morgan. Crouch dribble. Media stoppage. Next dead ball. Gary feed the post in toward Williams. And a reach-in foul called on Trey Donaldson. Michael Reed whistles Donaldson, Michigan starting point guard, and that is the Wolverines' first foul of the first half. Timeout on the floor. Michigan up 12-11. We got 11:55 to play first half on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, We make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Go Blue. Go long. Go 5.5% ABV. Go sparkling citrus and real liquor. Go gluten-free and full flavor. Go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finish Long drink. A drink that goes with cheering on the Maize and Blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink. Proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024. The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Michigan Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa presents the 30-second radio hour.
Woo! I ask you, Donna, is cross-country skiing great or what? Yeah, I'm speechless too. Finding your true north can really take your breath away. No breath. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Discover your true north moment amid the wonders of nature at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa.
Hey, Donna, how about some snowshoeing after this? Are you kidding me?
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa. No truer north.
Wolverines a narrow 12-11 lead here inside Pinnacle Bank Arena, which seats 15,000 plus, just shy of a sellout here, probably in the 14s here in Lincoln, where, Terry, you and I are lucky to have the clothing on that we're wearing because, well, there was a bit of a luggage snafu on the flight, and our guys, Kevin and Connor from the manager crew, they had about 2.5 hours notice to get to Metro and fly our stuff. Also, most of Tony Butler, our engineer's equipment. Those guys are the MVPs on this trip.
They're the MVPs, and I tell you what, nothing short of travel situations with Michigan. It's almost you figure it out, or next man up, or sudden change, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Yeah, we had it on us. Usually it's on the players, but we had sudden change.
No doubt. We weren't the only ones. So very thankful to Kevin and Connor, two of the many outstanding managers. Remember, that's where Dusty May got his start at Indiana. Manager's important lifeblood of the program. And we're thankful to them. Baseline right, the inbound for Bryce Williams. Give it off to Andrew Morgan, handoff Williams into the paint, flip it left wing. Here's a three from Butungel, barely grazed front iron, and still all Huskers not named Bryce Williams scoreless. Rebound Michigan, and a blocking foul as Golden barreled into Connor Esigian, who tried to induce the foul. Remember, these days, as the rule change happened before last season, and now Fred Hoiberg, irate at DJ Carstensen, pointing several times at Carstensen.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real about that. That's a dirty play. You just stop in the middle of the floor, and Vlad is running down the floor.
And then Golden finds Wolf cutting and banking for the score. 2 points for Michigan, 14-11 as the boos rain. I'm surprised Fred Hoiberg didn't get teed up there. Several motions with the point right at Carstensen. Right wing Williams, feed to Esigian, right wing a three, banks it off, way too strong. Butungel tapped it back, attempted save far sideline by Hoiberg, and he wasn't able to quite trapeze on that sideline. More boos rain down as Trey Donaldson leaves. Damari Burnett returns. So the Wolverines, they've got the trio of big men. Golden, Wolf, and Cheddar on the floor with Kaysen and Burnett. This is a first.
Yeah, well, this is the honey hole right here because Michigan, 12 of their 14 points is in that painted area, and that's something that you don't usually see from Nebraska.
Wolf taking it strong. No, and the rebound secured by Hoiberg, and then a loose ball foul comes on Michigan. And it's on Danny Wolf. First on him, second on the Wolverines. But this is the first time we've seen Golden, Wolf, and Cheddar get an opportunity for Michigan together on the floor. These are the three bigs for Michigan.
Yeah, well, whenever you play Nebraska, they try to mix up those type of lineups where they'll go all small. So good to see Michigan able to adjust.
Williams, step back left wing three, off the front iron, rebound Wolf weak side, but he passed it right to Williams, who jams it on the left side after he caught it on the left wing. 14-13, that ends a 5-minute Nebraska scoring drought. All 13 belong to Williams. Dangerous handoff, Wolf to Burnett, high on the right wing. To Wolf at the point, drifts his way, foul line right extended, high block right Golden. One dribble, double team comes, deflected pass out of bounds. Hit off Morgan, it stays with Michigan, 11 on the timer. And Roddy Gale Jr. spells Danny Wolf, so that three big look, a short-lived stint. Wolf heads to the bench for the first time today.
Yeah, well, if you're a perimeter player, as I talked about, keys to the game is being able to play out of those double teams. Vlad's going to draw doubles, so.
Timer at 11 as Gale chucks it up to Kaysen at the center line. With speed, accelerates left elbow. Deflected pass gets to Gale. Back Kaysen left wing. Timer at 3. Step back left pocket 3. Blocked by Buick-Tungel, and then he spiked it down, a la volleyball player, to force the shot clock violation, earning a roar from this Nebraska crowd.
Yeah, you would think they were up by 10 or 12 points, but obviously Michigan has the lead, so got to be able to overcome that, and so you can't avoid those turnovers. That was a turnover for a touchdown last time. Michigan had them in a drought.
Wolverines with 3 turnovers on the game. Nebraska with 4. 14-13 Michigan. Williams, right of the lane, pauses his dribble, feeds the Sejan, curls back, jumping past left wing Williams, face guarded by Kaysen, feed the post, Buick-Tungel. Backs down Cheddar with 2 dribbles, fades away left baseline, clanks out, rebound weak side by Golden, two-handed. Michigan right to left with Kaysen at the point, slithers into the paint, pauses, lofts it left wing, wide open, Burnett a 3. Off the front iron, back tap by Golden, and it's secured by Kaysen. Kaysen takes the 3, rattles it out. Michigan's 0 of 7 from the long line. Rebound Hoiberg in Nebraska. 9.5 to play first half. 14-13 U of M. Sejan leans in from the free throw line, shoots and scores a floater, and Nebraska reclaims the lead. Wolverines down 15-14. Gale high on the right for a Michigan team looking to draw even with Michigan State atop the Big Ten standings at 13-3. Point Gale picks up his dribble. Kaysen left wing to the left corner. Burnett picks up his bounce, dump it down to the left baseline. Cheddar spins, banks, nowhere close. Rebound leaping by Hoiberg for Nebraska. Michigan's missed 7 of its last 8 from the floor. Sejan wide open left wing 3, and it's strong. Michigan catches the break there, boarded by Burnett for the Wolverines. Gale into the forecourt, 8:45 rolling first half clock. Nebraska 15-14 edge. Michigan 7 of 20 from the floor. Nebraska 6 of 18. A Big Ten rock fight on a Monday night in Lincoln. Kaysen in between the circles, splits 2, takes it to the rack, shot fake, and he dragged his pivot foot before laying it up and in. Kaysen made the move, but he just could not stay steady there. Turnover 4 for Michigan.
Yeah, I thought he had it the first time. It was just a little hesitation there.
Kaysen and Golden leave. Wolf and Donaldson return out there with Burnett, Cheddar, and Gale. Buick-Tungel, who's back in the lineup after a 3-game absence due to an ankle injury, he sits. So it's Hoiberg, Worcester, along with Mia back in the ball game, Gary, and a Sejan. No Bryce Williams out there right now. He averages 33 minutes a game, a rare respite for him. High on the right, it's Worcester, who played his first 4 years of college ball at Utah State and then Utah. At the point, Mia, hand off to a swooping Worcester. A lot of contact as here's a drive by Worcester, no good. Mia fell down, he's slow to get up, so is Burnett. Right wing, here's Gale. Extra feed, right corner, Wolf dials up from deep. Yes! And a foul on the floor. It's called on Nebraska. So Danny Wolf cans the 3 to give Michigan the 17-15 lead, and there's a foul away from the ball. Mia's second on Will Cheddar. So Michigan maintains possession, and that 3-pointer, Michigan's first tonight, brought to you by Citgo Top-Tier Tri-Clean Gasoline. Michigan fans, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Yeah, couldn't have came at a better time. I tell you what, it's almost like it let the air out of this building here.
So Donaldson lofts it up free throw line. Wolf takes it left of the lane, flip it off Cheddar. Leave it for Burnett. Takes it left baseline. Jump stop in the paint. Pivots. Floats. No, and a foul called. These Nebraska fans None too pleased with, in this case, Kelly Pfeiffer, as Sam Hoiberg picks up his second. It's team foul number 6 on Nebraska, and we've got a timeout on the floor. So the Wolverines will head to the free throw line when we come back, leading 17-15, 7:52 remaining first half on this, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkey, turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep Number smart beds let you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
This month, in honor of President's Day, special offers have just been announced at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. AZ Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months with $2,079 due at signing. Or lease a 2024 Bronco Big Bend for $389 a month for 36 months with $2,339 due at signing. Payment includes wage security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Bronco Sport payment includes $1,500 Open Trade Assist. Bronco payment includes $750 Open Trade Assist. Offers end March 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers during the President's Day sales event and take advantage of this $319 Bronco Sport lease offer or the $389 Bronco lease offer before it ends.
Defensive struggle early on here at Nebraska. Michigan 17, Nebraska 15, 7:52 to carry first half. With the national champ Terry Mills, our engineer Tony Butler, and our host Rob Joyce. I'm Brian Bush. Our buddy Dylan Burkhardt of UM Hoops came up with this pretty intriguing stat. Of course, Michigan dominant in the paint. They average 36 points in the paint per game. The Huskers, when they allow 30 or more points in the paint, are 2-6 in Big Ten play. Penn State tagged them for a bunch in that win for the Nittany Lions 4 days ago. 52 the most Nebraska gave up, and that's really the only thing working right now, Terry, for Michigan. 12 points in the paint, 5 elsewhere.
Yeah, well, if you're defending Nebraska, you got to understand what they're doing. It's a lot of one-on-one play there. 6 field goals, 1 assist. Yep. Michigan, 8 field goals, 8 assists. Michigan's sharing the basketball, and Nebraska's playing one-on-one basketball, so Michigan needs to just kind of lock in and gear in on that, and most of it is coming from Bryce Williams, pretty much decking the basketball or getting it firing threes. So
great to see those assist numbers up for Michigan too. They had just 40 total in their last 4 ball games, only 12 against Michigan State. As Damari Burnett heads to the line after the foul before the media stoppage, the second on Sam Hoiberg. Burnett bends the knees, lets the first one fly, and rattles it out. A rare miss for the 79.5% free throw shooting Damari Burnett. When rivalries heat up, choose Chill. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Please celebrate responsibly. Wolf and Cheddar along the lane for Michigan, joined by Donaldson, Gale, and the free throw shooter Burnett. Second one up, front iron 3 times, falls out. An 0 for 2 trip for Damari Burnett, still 17-15 U of M.
I'll tell you what, that is rare as hen's teeth right there. I haven't seen Damari miss 2 free throws since he's got to Ann Arbor.
Right baseline, Williams over to Gary high on the right wing, joined by Asijan, Morgan, and Worcester. Morgan, handoff high on the left to Worcester, dump it down inside Morgan, catches it amongst a double team, loses the handle, struggling with it, last touch by Danny Wolf out of bounds, so 3.4 on the shot clock.
Yeah,
Nebraska to inbound.
Yeah, how about Will Cheddar on the rotations there? Hands high, he was there on the catch. He knows his assignment, and that's what you have to do with your rotations, is be there on that catch.
Worcester looks in from that far left corner, chucks it up, caught by Morgan, feeds Gary, 30-footer straight on, front iron it off, and a one-hop rebound out of bounds. It goes to Michigan. Good defense as Justin Pippen checks in for the Wolverines, the 8th for Michigan. If you're just joining us, Sam Walters out yet again, and Ruben Jones has been under the weather. He is in uniform on the bench, but has not played yet today. Pippen spells Burnett. 7:13 to play here in this first half. Michigan a 17-15 lead. Both teams shooting sub 40%. Donaldson jets his way right wing. Zings a pass left side Pippen. Offset right point Wolf. Fakes a handoff toward Donaldson. Then it kind of got kicked. Finds its way to Donaldson 40 feet out on the right. With 5, spins a pass into Gale, leans in, Banks missed it, offensive rebound, Wolf couldn't finish well on the left, rebound pops out of bounds, last touch Worcester and Nebraska, so a reset 20 for Michigan. Oh, these two teams have to feel like there's a lid on the rim, still 17-15 Wolverines.
Yeah, but how about that effort by Michigan on that glass, being able to get a couple more attempts at the basket.
Vlad Golden hustles to the scorer's table, the newly engaged Vlad Golden. If you didn't hear, he proposed to his girlfriend of 2.5 years, Cameron, on Friday after the game. They met while both at FAU. Cameron played volleyball. Heard from Vlad in the pregame show. Congrats to Vlad and Cameron. High on the right, Gale has it. Golden in there spelling cheddar. Shot clock down to 10. Gale barking out orders. Now he uses his dribble. Leaves it left side. Donaldson over to Pippen. Finds Donaldson, shot fake at the point. Takes a strong jump stop. Had it poked away. And it pinballs to Sejan. It's Nebraska's basketball. 4-on-4 for Sejan. Shoots to 3 over Wolf for the lead. Plate goes out and Golden rips down the rebound. That's Vlad Golden's 5th today. Left wing Donaldson takes it into the paint. Pivot, scoops and scores over Worcester. Nice move. Michigan, its second make over its last 10 shots, and the Wolverines have a 19-15 lead, their largest 6 minutes to play first half.
Well, I'll tell you what I like about that in Trey. I thought maybe he got fouled last time down. He didn't complain about it. He just went right back at him and was able to get a bucket. So
then away from the basketball, foul called on Justin Pippen as Nebraska was getting into its offensive set. Worcester leaves. And Berke Buchtungel returns, the sophomore in the UCLA transfer. First game since February 9th for Buchtungel when he scored 15 against Ohio State. Bryce Williams almost loses it on the right wing. Jogs his way to the left side, finds Buchtungel. Right wing a 3 off the front iron. Rebound pops up into the air, almost went back into the hole. Offensive rebound, Gary catches, floats, missed it off the glass, but he earns 2 free throws.
Yeah, you got to get in the fight on that glass. You had 3 or 4 Wolverines around the basketball, and Juwan Gary comes out with it. So
foul on Roddy Gale Jr., his first. Wolverines foul number 4 of the half. 19-15, Michigan the lead. 5:44 to play as Juwan Gary, a 79% free throw shooter, takes his first and misses it. Rare like the Burnett misfire earlier. Morgan returns for a Sejan on Nebraska's side. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune into SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. Second free throw good, 19-16, Michigan's lead shaved to 3. Approaching the 5:30 mark of this defensive first half in Lincoln. Wolf crossover dribble left point, requests Roddy Gale, then vacates to Pippen right pocket. Pippen now in between the circles. Over to the left side, Wolf, who's got 5 points, 2 of 7 shooting. Drives left baseline, slips a pass into Gale, clears out space, feeds left wing. Wolf at 3 as the shot clock expires. Missed it. Rebound secured on a tap by Andrew Morgan and the Huskers. Michigan 1 of 9 from deep. Bryce Williams, the leading scorer in the game with 13, chugs his way to the point. Buchtungel spilled to the deck after screening for him. Now Gary, right wing, steps back at 3. It's strong. Rebound down to Golden. Boxed out Buchtungel well.
Yeah, I tell you, Vlad Golden's doing the old man's work on that glass right now. He's cleaning them up.
Now 6 for him. Pippen left wing takes a 3 off the front iron. Rebound Gary for Nebraska. 1 of 10 from deep.
Yeah, that's just settling. If you're Justin Pippen, got a bigger defender on you, you try to take him off the dribble there.
Left corner Williams guarded closely by Donaldson, and Trey knocked it out of bounds. 17 on the shot clock, 4:28 on the big clock. As Damari Burnett returns to spell Roddy Gale Jr. 19-16 Michigan, 4:28 to play first half. And Gale seems a little bit shaken up as he slowly strolls onto the bench. Chris Williams, Michigan's trainer, a quick word with him. Left wing three ball, Williams up. Somehow popped out of there, was halfway home. Danny Wolf corrals rebound number 5. Huskers are 3 of 15 from deep. Right wing Wolf pauses right elbow. Skip a past Burnett, shot fake at the Big Ten logo. One hop, now Golden right elbow. Hand off to a curling Wolf, clears out space. Left corner, Donaldson shot fake, takes it inside. He banks, he scores. And the Wolverines have their largest lead at 5, 21-16, 4 minutes left first half.
Yeah, I love the way Trey's playing today. He's playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of fire out there right now.
Buchtengel spins on Burnett, gets away with a walk ball, bounce toward Williams, and then he loses it out of bounds along that baseline. Timeout on the floor. 3:47 left in this first half. Of all the games offensively, this sure is one of them. 21-16 Michigan on the Wolverine Sports Network from Learfield.
Ann Arbor has a goal to reach 100% renewable energy by 2030, and DTE is committed to helping the city get there. Between DTE's wind and solar projects and local participation in My Green Power, we're already 30% of the way there. Join thousands of your neighbors who are using My Green Power to reduce their carbon footprint and support Michigan-made renewable energy. Learn more at migreenpower.com. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
This Michigan season is all about teamwork, on and off the court. That's why we're thrilled to have Founders Brewing Company as a proud sponsor of Michigan athletics. Founders has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like Michigan Pilsner, their new Mortal Bloom, and of course All-Day IPA right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Celebrate every three-pointer and slam dunk with the perfect pour of Founders. Learn more about Founders' community involvement and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
The tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports. And we've got you covered on SiriusXM College Sports Radio. There's complete coverage of every major conference, plus live games and 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now and see offer details at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 25.
Back here in Lincoln, Wolverines 21, Nebraska 16. Stakes very clear for both these teams. Of course, Michigan right now, they know they're going to be dancing, trying to fight for that Big Ten championship. Wolverines a half game back of Michigan State, who, like everyone else in Big Ten, idled today. Whereas Nebraska, they're 7-9 in the league, not contending for that, but 17-10 overall, trying to get to back-to-back NCAA tournaments for the second stint in program history. They went to 4 straight in the early 90s. And they right now, according to most bracketologists, on the right side, but it is dicey. And while Terry, certainly both offenses aren't playing like they're trying to go to the postseason, but defenses are.
Yeah, well, it's almost like calling a boxing match now. I mean, we're not calling a basketball match here, but I tell you what, Nebraska shooting 25% from the field. You just didn't know how that was going to go starting this ball game, the way Bryce Williams came out shooting the basketball. But love to see that Michigan is engaged, hands are active. They have a lot to do with Nebraska shooting 25%, but if they can get anything going offensively, you kind of feel like a double-digit lead in a game like this.
It's golden.
It's golden, yeah. It was
the only non-Bryce Williams field goal made for Nebraska Connor Esigian at the 9:28 mark of the first half. Terry mentioned the 6 of 24 for Nebraska. They started 4 of 6, so they've missed 16 of their last 18. Michigan the ball in a 5-point lead. Left point Pippen with Donaldson, Burnett, Wolfengold. Left side a 3-ball. Donaldson air balls. It only hit nets. And then the rebound kicked out of bounds by Michigan. So the Wolverines' struggles continue offensively. They are 10 of 28 from the floor, 1 of 11 from deep. The lone 3, a right corner Danny Wolf trifecta.
Well, just continue to lock in down here on the defensive end. I always talk about how the two can't be connected. When you don't have anything going offensively, don't allow them to score.
Buke Tungel with it left wing. Skips it over to Andrew Morgan. And then a whistle and a foul comes on Justin Pippen. So Pippen picks up his second foul.
Yeah.
Wolverines with team foul number 5.
Yeah, and Justin is looking around, palms up, saying, what did I do? But that's that simple veteran move there. I do believe like Bryce Williams might have hooked his arm inside of his to to draw that foul.
Aaron Eulis in for Nebraska. Pippen leaves and Will Cheddar comes in. So the 3 big lineup for the Wolverines, debuting it here today. Buke Tungel zings it past left corner. Here's a drive by Eulis. Shot fake. Air balls. It only hit the bottom of the backboard. Rebound Donaldson. That's Trey's 5th. At the point, zings one left wing. Burnett trudges into the paint, takes it strong, went for the right-hand jam, missed it off the heel. Rebound Bryce Williams. Oh, Namari had bad intentions, just didn't pop it down. Now left point Morgan fakes a handoff to Buke Tungel. Dribbles on the right point. Leave it for the Iowa transfer, Eulis. Williams now right wing a 3-ball, up and good. Only can hold him back so long. He has 16 of the Huskers, 19, 2-point Michigan lead.
Yeah, well, you want anybody to beat you except Bryce, so.
2:22 to play first half. Michigan up 21-19. Left corner Burnett, rebuttal 3 off the heel. Back tap rebound by Golden on a one-hop. Secured by Nebraska's Eulis. Finds a driving. Williams jams it down. 21-21. Timeout Dusty May in Michigan. A 5-0 spurt from the Huskers. 21-21 with 2:11 to play first half. And Bryce Williams has 18 on 7 of 12 shooting. Everybody else for Nebraska, 1 for 15. You do not want to let this big-time crowd in Lincoln get into it like they are right now. Sign up for Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Rewards. The more you order, the tastier rewards you'll earn. Starting with a free sandwich after your first order. Freaky Fast Rewards are worth it. Visit jimmyjohns.com or in the app to start. What have you seen from that 3 big look? It certainly has not been good on the plus-minus so far, but it's a very small sample size.
Yes, it is. And, I mean, you're just trying to find something to kind of get something going if you can. But I tell you what, in a hostile environment, Michigan can't get anything going offensively. I'll take a 21-21 all day long right now. I mean, it could be worse. So hopefully the Wolverines can get something going.
With those 3 bigs, the guards are Namari Burnett and Roddy Gale Jr., the latter of whom brings it into the forecourt for one of the first possessions all season. Michigan getting creative here without Reuben Jones. Has yet to appear so far tonight. Golden lobs it behind himself to Wolf right point, and he palms. It was a late call that was lobbied for by Fred Hoiberg and the Nebraska staff. They were right. It was a palming violation. 6th turnover for the Wolverines.
Yeah, he might have got away with that if it was down here in front of Michigan's bench, but being right there in front of Coach Fred Hoiberg, couldn't get away with it.
150 first half, 21 all, Michigan and Nebraska. Right wing Worcester trudges to the left point, one-on-one against Burnett. Feeds over to Andrew Morgan. Leave it Buke Tungel. Hand off Juwan Gary at the head of the key. Accelerates right block. Banks, no. Put up again, no. Buke Tungel, 3rd chance. And Gale stormed in for a monster block away. Ricochets to Cheddar right wing. Hand off Burnett. Game tied at 21. 1:25 left here first half. Cheddar feeds Golden. Right wing. Dials up from deep. It's strong. Rebound. Good box out from Andrew Morgan in Nebraska. Huskers left to right. Worcester. Handoff Williams. Lobs Morgan. Give to a cutting Williams. Deflected, intercepted by Danny Wolf. Here comes Michigan with numbers. Wolf finds Cheddar. Right wing a three. One time. It's short. Offensive rebound. Burnett in amongst a double team. Finds a driving Gale. Leans in. Floats and got the roll. Michigan ends a 3-minute scoring drought, reclaims a 23-21 lead, 50 seconds to play first half.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for is your team to be in the fight, and the Wolverines are in the fight.
This is a fight. It's just not basketball at times. This, like you said, is like a boxing match. Left wing Worcester. Underhand lead for Williams. Fades away right baseline. Too strong. Offensive rebound Morgan. One dribble, jumping pass high to the right to Worcester. And a reset 20 on the shot clock. To Williams, face guarded by Gale. Now has Golden on a switch. Gale gets back to him. Skip a pass right baseline. Morgan jump stop. Had his shot partially blocked again by Wolf. Picked up by Burnett. Shot clock off. 15 seconds left. 23-21 Michigan. 10 seconds. Center circle Gale. Guarded by Gary, one of the best defenders in the league. With 6, Gale trudges to the left point. Double team comes and a foul with 2.9. It's Nebraska's 7th. So a 1-and-1 for Roddy Gale Jr. on Juwan Gary's first infraction of the night.
Yeah, you talk about Michigan being all out of sorts offensively. The thing they were able to draw that foul there.
So Roddy Gale Jr. heads to the free throw line. 78% tosser. Michigan 0 for 2. Damari Burnett, 79.5% coming in. Was 0 for 2 on that trip. Earlier today, timeout Fred Hoiberg, that use it or lose it stoppage. So 2.9 to play, first half, 23-21 Michigan. Wolverines are shooting 33%, 1 of 14 from downtown. Nebraska, 8 of 31, that's 26%, and they're 4 of 16, but that's only because they have Bryce Williams. He's 4 of 7, everybody else 0 of 9.
Yeah, well, I think that'll be the assignment, is to find out how do you stop Bryce Williams. And you might have to jump out and start trapping him just to get the ball out of his hands. His teammates are going to have to show us that they can score the basketball.
Well, Nebraska head coach in football Matt Rule said that they might and probably will cancel their spring game. This might be the most physical sporting event that Huskers fans get to enjoy here in the winter into springtime in beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska. 2.9 on the game clock here first half. Michigan comes out with Gale, Burnett, Kaysen, Cheddar, and Golden. Cheddar and Golden are standing on the opposite free throw line. Gavin Griffiths, the Rutgers transfer, his first stint, he's out there as a three-point type with Williams, Asijan, Buke-Tungel, and Worcester. First free throw up and good from Gale. He earns his second and makes it 24-21 Michigan. Even a football score for Coach Rule. One more for Roddy Gale Jr., who has 6, tied for the team lead. Bends the knees, lets it fly, knocks it down. 25-21. Inbounder will be Raleigh Worcester. Handoff from Michael Reed. One arm pass up ahead, caught by Buke-Tungel at the right point. Double clutch three, up, and he banked it off. And that ends one whale of a defensive struggle in the first half. 25-21 Michigan. Here on the road at Nebraska, we're at halftime as assistant coach Mike Boynton Jr. joins us courtside to talk about it. We'll throw it over to Terry Mills.
Yeah, Coach, it's been an offensive struggle for both teams. Bryce Williams has 18 of their 21 points. How do you slow that young man down? I mean, we're talking about a vet here.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a guy with that much experience. His first couple went in pretty easy. You know how that is. You get into a groove, you feel really, really good. Yeah, we did a good job on the other guys, honestly, and he makes it one late. Other than that, it really was the start of the half. It really got him going. But I thought our defense was pretty good for the most part. We got to continue to rebound the basketball, and then we got to continue to try to get good shots and get ourselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, offensively, I know we've had our struggles offensively. What is your message to the guys? Just keep taking those wide open shots. Kind of looked like Roddy Gale was a little hesitant on some shots. I mean, they're there. He's got to step up and take them.
Yeah, this game can really screw with your mind, right? You know, confidence, I always say, is the ultimate superpower in the game. We got to get him and Lamar and continue to be aggressive when they have shots because teams are leaving them open. And obviously, if we get those guys going again, that'll open up the game for our 4 or 5 and get Trey going a little bit more as well.
I appreciate it, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Brian.
All righty. Thank you very much, Terry. Thanks to Mike Boynton Jr. for his insights. This game can mess with you, and this particular game might be messing with you, but hey, Michigan's up 4 on the road. You'll take that even if it's ugly. 25-21 Michigan. At the break, Rob Joyce anchors our halftime coverage. When we come back, this is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student athletes. Help Champion Circle empower Wolverines student athletes through NIL by joining the Everybody In for Michigan campaign. Our goal is to reach over 100,000 Michigan fans to help ensure that Michigan remains at the forefront of college athletics. For more on the Everybody In for Michigan campaign, head to championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics.
Go Blue, go long, go 5.5% ABV, go sparkling citrus and real liquor, go gluten-free and full flavor, go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish Long Drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume, gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024, The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Wolverines basketball plays here.
Left point 3 on its way, and he got it again!
On the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hear that? The sound of your antique fountain pen gliding across linen paper as you journal in the park. And if you were here, you'd be inspired by the warm breeze. But you're not here. Because your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. And the wind in your face on the road is all the inspiration you need. So if you ride, get a quote and see if you could save with Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Now that's inspiring. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Welcome to the Michigan Basketball Halftime Show. Analysis, highlights, and stats from the first 20 minutes are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
Well, at times the first half only a mother and maybe a pre-shot clock era fan might love. However, Michigan leads Nebraska 25-21 at the break as we look back at the opening 20 minutes with the highlights. Early on, it was a two-man show for Michigan. Vlad Golden, an early 6-0 run by himself before the first mediate timeout. But for Nebraska, Bryce Williams came out with 3 threes and another bucket. 4 for 4 shooting. 5 minutes in, it was Williams 11, Michigan 8. Then the Wolverines shut the valve, and for Nebraska, never really turned back on. Huskers went scoreless for the next 5 minutes. That allowed the Maize and Blue to regain the lead.
Up ahead, left wing, Worcester feed it in toward the man that Golden was guarding, Morgan, and there's Golden to snatch it away despite that bum elbow. Then Wolf splits one on a gorgeous feed inside to Burnett, lays it up and in low on the left block, and Michigan reclaims the lead 12-11, 13:30 to play in a frantic first half.
Stayed that way through the under 12 timeout, part of an extended 6-0 Wolverine spurt that took 4 minutes. Wasn't the prettiest few minutes of game time as Michigan led 14-13 midway through the half. Neither team was above 40% shooting at this point. It would only get worse from there. Wolverines, it was their turn to go on an extended drought. Pointless for 3 minutes. Huskers regained a 15-14 margin. U of M 0 of 7 from 3 early on. Wouldn't start 0 of 8.
Mia fell down. He's slow to get up. So was Burnett. Right wing, here's Gale. Extra feed, right corner, Wolf dials up from deep. Yes! And a foul on the floor. It's called on Nebraska. So Danny Wolf cans the 3 to give Michigan 17-15 lead. And there's a foul away from the ball.
Gave Michigan the ball back, couldn't take advantage. That was the only field goal by either side for the next few minutes. Points few and far between. 7 minutes to halftime. Stayed 17-15. Nebraska went on a second scoreless stretch of nearly 4 minutes. 5 minutes to halftime. It's 19-16 as the Huskers got a free throw. Still went 6 minutes between field goals. Michigan pushed the lead to 5 at the under 4 timeout, 21-16. Then Bryce Williams, 5 quick points, tied it at 21. He had 18 of Nebraska's 21 points, 7 of its 8 first-half field goals. Single-handedly kept the Huskers in it, tied at 21 until the final minute of the first half.
Cutting Williams, deflected, intercepted by Danny Wolf. Here comes Michigan with numbers. Wolf finds Cheddar, right wing of 3, one time. It's short, offensive rebound, Burnett in amongst a double team. Finds a driving Gale, leans in, floats, and got the roll. Michigan ends a 3-minute scoring drought, reclaims a 23-21 lead, 50 seconds to play first half.
Roddy would then add free throws in the final seconds. Michigan shoots just 33%, Nebraska 26%, and it's 25-21 Wolverines at the break. Halftime show continues. We'll take another look at the out-of-town scoreboard next. This is Wolverine basketball from Learfield.
At Greenleaf Trust, we're prepared to help you win. Our clients, having achieved financial success in their own endeavors, come to us not for what they already know, but rather to benefit from our considerable expertise. With a nearly 100% client retention rate and specialized wealth management disciplines, Greenleaf Trust's Michigan-rooted team helps clients play the long game from one generation to the next. A brighter future begins at greenleaftrust.com.
Subscribe to the official podcast home of Michigan Athletics and Go Blue Podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's Ford Truck Month, and we're celebrating 48 years as America's best-selling trucks. Whether you use your F-150 truck for work or recreation, every feature is engineered for a specific goal to help you make easy work out of the hardest jobs while providing exceptional comfort and style. Right now, AZ Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT 4x4 Super Crew for $399 a month for 24 months with $2,569 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCO cash and $3,500 Open Trade Assist. Offer ends March 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers during Truck Month and take advantage of this $399 F-150 lease offer before it ends. Think Ford first.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Michigan. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Michigan and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Michigan.
Michigan leads Nebraska 25-21. No other games in the Big Ten tonight, so a good time to give you an update, a look at the standings and some races as there's 2 weeks left in the regular season. After Friday's loss, Michigan now alone in second place, 12-3 in the league, a half game behind Michigan State. So a win tonight pulls the Wolverines back into a tie for first. The race for fourth place really heating up. Remember, the top 4 seeds get double byes in the Big Ten tournament. There are 4 teams fighting for 2 spots right now, all separated by a half game. Maryland and Wisconsin occupy those 2 spots right now, both 11-5. UCLA and a tumbling Purdue are both 11-6. Boilermakers have lost 4 in a row. Figuring out who will get the single bye for finishing higher than 10th, even messier. Right now, 7 teams: Nebraska, Indiana, Ohio State, Rutgers, Minnesota, USC, Iowa. They're all separated by 1 game. Whoever finishes highest among that grouping likely to get the 9 seed, thus avoids having to play Wednesday. The other half dozen will likely make up your Wednesday field, as the bottom 3 have work to do to avoid missing out. Northwestern in 16th place, a game behind Minnesota, USC, and Iowa. Penn State a half game back of the Wildcats, and then Washington a full 2 games out of 15th place with 4 games to go. Top 25, just one other game tonight about to get underway. A top 10 tilt in Lubbock. Number 10 Texas Tech going for the regular season sweep of 4th-ranked Houston. Locally tonight, Pistons have a 75-73 lead on the Clippers at home late in the 3rd at Little Caesars. Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Michigan 25, Nebraska 21. Brian tries to go through a box score next. This is Wolverine basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcast with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcast with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen.
Defensive battle here through 20 minutes. Michigan leading on the road at Nebraska 25-21. As we delve into our first half stats, they're brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Well, both teams not shooting the ball very well. Michigan 33%, 11 of 33. They're 1 of 14 from downtown. That triple make from Danny Wolf. Otherwise, every Michigan player has taken at least 1 3, and obviously all of them have missed at least 1, and several more than 1. Individually, 8 from Roddy Gale Jr. That paces Michigan. He's 3 of 6 shooting. 6 for Vlad Golden plus 6 rebounds. 5 from Danny Wolf to go along with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Trey Donaldson, 4 points, 5 boards, 3 dimes. 2 for Damari Burnett on 1 of 6 shooting. He has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. LJ Kasem, Will Cheddar, Justin Pippen have played but have not scored. Reuben Jones listed as questionable in this ball game. We have not seen him today. He is in uniform, but he is not yet checked into this ball game. For Nebraska, 8 of 32 shooting. That's 25%. They are 4 of 17 from deep, but you really have to split it up. Bryce Williams, who leads all Huskers with 18 of the 21 for Nebraska. He's 4 of 7 from deep. Everybody else is 0 for 10. The only field goal make that's not Bryce Williams, Connor Siege in a floater about midway through the first half. The other point belongs to Jawan Gary on a 1-for-2 trip to the free throw line. Michigan outscoring Nebraska 18-8 in the paint, and they have 9 assists to the Huskers 3. It all adds up to a 4-point Michigan lead, and those are your first half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Terry's first half thoughts, then the start of the second half next. Michigan 25, Nebraska 21. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Chrysler Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of the Michigan Wolverines.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkey, turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Wolverines a 25-21 edge here at halftime from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We're welcoming you back to this one, brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. Terry Mills, little did Founders know they would be sponsoring a boxing match here on a Monday night in February. That description from you was perfect in the first half.
Yeah. You throw a jab, I throw a jab. You miss, I missed. Man,
if you throw a jab at me, I'm done.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's been that type of game, and Michigan has showed that they can win games in many different ways, but we just never thought we'd see a game like this. But I tell you what, want the Wolverines to hang in there. You look at the box scores, outside of them shooting the basketball, they're doing a good job defensively. I don't think you can allow one guy to beat you. I think they're going to have something different, a different look for Bryce Williams here in the second half. Maybe doubling, make somebody else be able to create and do something else with the basketball because no one on Nebraska is doing anything except Bryce Williams.
That welcome was brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Welcome to Crafts. Wolverines come out with their starting five, which today features Roddy Gale Jr. Again, Reuben Jones, listed questionable in uniform, but did not appear in the first half. Joined by Donaldson, Burnett, Wolf, and Golden. Awaiting TV as Nebraska will have the basketball to start the second half. Their starting five on the floor with Worcester, Mia, Buke, Tungel, Gary, and the leading scorer, Bryce Williams. Came in fifth in Big Ten in points per game at 19.4. He had 18 in the first half and has it on the right wing to Buke, Tungel, feed left wing. Gary, a three ball up, and it rattles out. The play continuing offensively for Nebraska. Wolf peels off, rebound 6 for Michigan.
Yeah, you've seen that defensive series. They ran another guy at Bryce Williams and done exactly what I talked about. Someone else is going to have to beat us.
Left corner. Donaldson now to Gale high on the left. Push pass right wing. Burnett 1 of 6 in the first half. English is a pass right block to Donaldson. Attempts a pass left wing to Danny Wolf, and it's intercepted. Buke Tungel. So Michigan turnover number 7. Second by Donaldson. Left of the lane, Williams. Over to Mia, right elbow. Back to Williams. Guarded by Golden. Takes a 3. Left wing off the heel. Rebound at the Big Ten logo by Gale for the blue-clad Wolverines. Gale leans into Mia, lumbers ahead of the free throw line. Kick left corner. Shot fake by Donaldson. Takes it underneath the cup. Double clutch. Banks and missed it. Rebound Mia. Lid on the jar to start the second half for both sides. Here comes Worcester with Michigan in front 25-21. A minute 7 deep into this second half. Worcester feed the post. Low block left. It's Mia. Floats it. No, but a foul. Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden with a few words in frustration as Danny Wolf picks up his second first foul for either side in the half.
Yeah, Danny just allowed him to get a little bit too deep. I mean, they got that saying of do your work early, so he needs to get around him, try to front him, get him out of that deep position.
Braxton Mia, the fifth-year senior, who spent his last 2 seasons at Washington. He is just 10 of 21 from the line on the year. First one up and good. But he's certainly been on the up and up. That's his 8th make over the last 9 tries in his previous 5 games. So Mia, the 4th Husker to a point. Second one up, and he got it to go as well. So Mia's tied for second on the team with 2 points, and it's 25-23 Michigan, 18:46 left.
And that's just the type of game it is.
Center circle, Donaldson. Right wing, Burnett back to Trey in between the circles. Jets to the free throw line. Finds Wolf. Right corner, a 3, and it's strong. Rebound, Mia. Good box out against Golden. Mia might have gotten away with a walk. Golden might have gotten away with a push. Play on for Nebraska's basketball. In between the rings, Williams. Draws a double team. Feeds Buke Tungel left wing. Mia had some space, and the Huskers fans saw it before the players did. Worcester considers a 3. Stops head of the key. Now he'll take the 3 over Wolf for the lead. Front iron and off. Offensive rebound. Mia had a shot rejected by Vlad Golden. Mia spills to the deck. 5-on-4 for Michigan. Gale alley-oop caught by Golden. Push pass. One hop left wing. Burnett stops at the left elbow to Donaldson. Left pocket a 3. It's short. Rebound Wolf, and they're going to say fouled. Williams on a tug. And Dusty May can only look away in frustration. I think he's upset about that DJ Carsonson call. It's foul 3 on Danny Wolf. And Will Cheddar has to spell Danny, who has 2 quick second half infractions.
Yeah, well, he has to be upset, number 1, of not capitalizing on that break there. I mean, Nebraska had a guy in the backcourt laying on the ground, and you don't take advantage of that. The numbers.
Worcester backs down Cheddar. Inside, Buke Tungel lost the handle, lost touch. Buke Tungel, Burnett can't believe it. Namari had a chance to snag that one along the baseline. He was confident it was off Buke Tungel. And no conversation. Kelly Pfeiffer the one to call it, so Nebraska keeps it. 16 on the timer. 17:38 to play. Michigan 25, Nebraska 23. Lob up Mia right wing to Worcester. Stolen away by Namari. Burnett takes matters into his own hands. Takes it all the way. Banks. No. Follow-up tap by Gale. No good. And it's picked up by Mia, who is upended by Cheddar. And a foul on Will. And that probably unintentionally stopped a leak out for Bryce Williams.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think he was trying to injure him, but I tell you what, it was a good foul, to be honest.
It's his first foul. Team's third already in the half. 25-23 Michigan, 2.5 minutes into this second half. As Worcester brings it into the forecourt. Around a screen from Mia, backpedals to the right pocket. Left side, Williams behind the back bounce on Gale. Lumbers into the right block, floats over Golden, knocks it down. And we're tied up at 25, 17-10 to play. Huskers the first 4 of the half. Pinnacle Bank Arena ups the volume, left wing, Cheddar a three, got it to go! Michigan's second, making 17 tries from deep. Will Cheddar gives Michigan the lead back at 28-25.
Man, did that feel good, man. I'll tell you what.
I still don't believe it went in. I needed to look up at the scoreboard to confirm. Left elbow, Worcester. Recoils left wing to Tungel high on the right. Back to Worcester in front of that Michigan zone look. Worcester dances around, right point to the free throw line, fades over Cheddar and banked it in. That one hit the top line of that small square and fell. 28-27. It's a 1-point Michigan lead, 16:20 left. Skip pass, low block right, Golden catches and lays it in. Dynamite feed from Trey Donaldson, his 5th assist, and Michigan's back up 30-27.
Yeah, Michigan with a little rhythm offensively.
Worcester high on the right. Lobs to Mia, back to Worcester. Walks his way to the left point. Closely guarded by Donaldson. Skip to Bryce Williams, 20 points on the night. Jab step, jumper, long 2, up and good from the head of the key. Over Burnett, 30-29 Michigan. Michigan trying to get into a tie for first place in the Big Ten. Gale considers a 3, takes it left of the lane. Now to Golden at the point, lobs right corner, Donaldson. Around a hedge from Golden, takes it in, jump stop, underhand lead, Gale banks, missed, but he gets fouled. Oh, that hung on the front rim after hitting the glass a few moments in time. It will be 2 free throws for Roddy Gale Jr. after the media stoppage. Foul number 2 on Juwan Gary, and the first infraction for Nebraska after intermission. Timeout on the floor, 15:29 remaining. Michigan 30, Nebraska 29. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
This is your home for the Hometown Call, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready to raise your game? Introducing 50 States Vodka, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Born and bred in Chelsea, Michigan, 50 States Vodka is crafted from sweet, organic, non-GMO corn and is gluten-free with 0 additives. That's right, every drop is pure, American-made excellence from the heart of Michigan to your glass. It's time to experience the best vodka around. Make sure you're toasting with 50 States Vodka, the pride of Michigan and the choice of champions. Cheers to victory and pure Michigan spirit with 50 States Vodka. Drink responsibly.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com.
Michigan clinging to a 30-29 lead on Nebraska, 15:29 to play. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce with that head of the key jumper by Bryce Williams to give him 22 points. He now has 1,000 points even in his Nebraska career, which is only 2 years long. And now he and his late father Henry move into 6th place in terms of father-son duos for total points. They are 1 point ahead of Greg and Doug McDermott. Now, Doug had many more points than Greg in his Northern Iowa career while Doug was playing for his father at Creighton. But how about that? 6th all-time. The only duo with 5,000, Dell and Steph Curry.
I kind of thought they were up there, yeah.
Each more than 2,300. Roddy Gale Jr. at the line knocks down the first free throw for Michigan. Makes it 31-29 after the foul on Juwan Gary.
Yeah, you can't fault Michigan's effort on the defensive end. I mean, they're locked in. They just can't get anything going from an offensive standpoint. Love that he's stepping up there knocking down those free throws, but I think eventually you're going to have to go back to the well, get that ball inside the Vlad Golden, and let's play through him.
Both free throws good from Gale. Michigan 32, Nebraska 29 off of Curl Williams. Jumping pass inside. It's Morgan, lays it up, missed it, but a foul. Both Golden and Cheddar converge, and they call the foul on Vlad Golden. So for Vlad, it's number 1. Right now, Danny Wolf on the bench. He has 3, 2 of which came early in this second half. So Andrew Morgan, the North Dakota State transfer, goes to the line for the first time today where he shoots 59.5% on the year. Bends the knees, hoists the first, and knocks it down. Huskers are 5 of 7 from the line. And, they're 4 of 5 from the line. Michigan 4 of 6. And the lone miss was by the best free throw shooter for them who went to the line, Juwan Gary. 32-30, Michigan, 15-16 to play. Second one from Morgan. Front iron it off. Rebound Golden. So outside of Bryce Williams, 22. No Husker has more than 2 tonight. Michigan's leading scorer, Roddy Gale Jr. with an even 10. High on the left, Donaldson around a double screen. Pauses right wing. One hop pass left side, Burnett. Back to Trey in front of this Nebraska zone. Shot clock at 8-0 on the inside. Donaldson push pass left pocket, Burnett. Shot clock whittles to 4. Takes it left baseline. Has to stop. Skip it toward Cheddar. It's intercepted, stolen away by Raleigh Worcester. Steal 25 on his season. He accelerates right to left. Leaves Sam Hoiberg a 3 for the lead, and he got it. Sam Hoiberg's first bucket. He's now second on the team in scoring. 33-32. Nebraska the lead. Gale left wing. To Donaldson, right corner. Cheddar shot fake. Lobs Donaldson. Now Burnett. Left wing considers a 3. Doesn't take it. Back to Trey. Feed the post. Golden catches. Banks didn't get it to go. Rebound loose. Worcester secures for Nebraska. Huskers up 1. Leak ahead. Here's a lay-in. No good by Morgan, but a foul. Heck of a find by Raleigh Worcester there. 2 free throws coming up as Will Cheddar picks up foul 2.
Yeah, if you're Namari Burnett, you have to know the time and situation, and he just dribbled right into that trap and wasn't able to get a shot off and ended up being a turnover. Got to make sure you get in the temp at the basket here.
So Morgan back at the line where he just split the pair. Right around 60% for the year. His first rattles out. LJ Kaysen and Danny Wolf return. Vlad Golden takes his seat, as does Namari Burnett. 14-12 to play. 33-32 Nebraska. Morgan spent his first 3 seasons at North Dakota State. Was a second teamer in the Summit League a year ago. This year with Nebraska averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds a game. To split the pair, it's up and short. Rebound Roddy Gale Jr. So an 0 for 2 trip and a 1 for 4 second half for Morgan from the line. Still 33-32 Huskers. Donaldson push pass right wing. Wolf playing with those 3 fouls. To Cheddar, left wing, a 3 ball. In and out. Rebound Hoiberg for Nebraska. Hoiberg accelerates right to left with a red headband on. Stops to the right wing. Detours free throw line. Passes to Gary. Got away with the travel. Takes it in. Banks nowhere close, but followed his own miss. And a tap in low on the left. 35-32 Huskers. 13:40 to play in front of about 15,000 in Lincoln. Head of the key, Wolf, 2 of 9 from the floor today. Buries his head in, triple team comes, somehow flips it to Donaldson, whips one over to Kaysen, left wing a 3 for the tie. Short, rebound, spiked down by Worcester, then he lost it out of bounds. It's going back to Michigan. 13:22 left, 35-32 Huskers. Michigan now 2 for 19 from 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to wheel them in. I'm leaning back. I'm twisting my body. I'm just trying to get a 3 to fall. I'm putting all kind of body English on it, but
Berke Buchtungel spells Andrew Morgan on the front line for Nebraska. Inbound Donaldson center circle. Michigan down 3. Left wing Kaysen, jab step. Surveys the situation. Strong take. Float. Had his shot blocked by Buchtungel. Leaks out to Hoiberg. Wheels it on an underhand pass toward Gary. And then Gale tried to save it from going out of bounds. And kind of tripped Gary unintentionally. It's simply an out of bounds. Last touch, Gale stays with Nebraska as Michigan's scoring drought approaches 3 game minutes. (35-32) Nebraska, 13:05 remaining. Michigan now at 30% from the floor. Nebraska, 31%. Inbound Bryce Williams to the left corner. Gary crosses over, takes it left baseline, floats, air ball, rebound Danny Wolf, number 7 for the Yale transfer. Gale might have gotten poked in the eye. He wants some help. Left wing Wolf backing down into the paint, picks up his dribble. Now Gale high on the right, tries to shake the cobwebs out of that right eye. Now Kaysen, lob pass left corner, jumping catch Cheddar, whip it left elbow Wolf. Timer at 10. Face guarded by Worcester. Got away with a walk on a fadeaway. Now Gale, jab step right wing, splits 2 to the bucket. High banker, no. Follow tap up, no good. A lot of contact, and it comes down to Nebraska's Raleigh Worcester. High to the right, Worcester around a screen from Buchtungel. Guarded closely by Kaysen. Skip it, Buchtungel. He backs down Cheddar from the 3-point line. Has it right block now. Leans in. Low pass Hoiberg left wing. Around the rainbow left corner. 3-ball Gary up and an air ball. Rebound Gale, weak side for Michigan. To Donaldson. Around a screen from Cheddar. Whip it left corner. Kaysen finds Cheddar. Considers a 3. Instead takes it left elbow. Now to Donaldson. Wide open left wing, a 3. There it goes. Michigan's third 3. And we're no better than when we started at 8:01 Eastern. 35-35. 11:45 left.
Yeah, Michigan's trying to find a way.
High to the left, it's Worcester. Michigan trying to get into a tie for first place in the league. Nebraska looking for a critical quad 1 win on the NCAA tournament bubble. Worcester, English is a pass inside off the fingertips of Williams. It's going back to Michigan. Worcester trying to get a little too crafty. And in this game, if you're trying to hit anything but a single offensively, you're making a mistake. Because it has been a battle, and it has been all defense and some bad shooting. 35-35, 11:31 left. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Honey, did you pay the rent this month? Because I just received a late notice.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, are you gambling online again?
Me? No, not at all.
If managing the bills and your betting has become a challenge, self-excluding from online gambling or sports betting might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
35-35 here in Lincoln, 11:31 to play. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. Subscribe to the official podcast of Michigan Athletics, Go Blue Podcast. Wide range of audio content for you there, including wall-to-wall coverage of Michigan basketball on Defend the Block. Go Blue Podcast. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Terry, on the podcast tonight, we might be able to just describe every field goal make, because so far, there have only been 27 total, both teams around 30%.
Yeah, it wouldn't take you long to do that podcast either, because I tell you what, it's been a struggle from both teams, and you just kind of feel like when a shot does fall, it almost takes the air out of the building. And if Michigan can just get something going back-to-back, I mean, you can get some stops, but if we can get back-to-back field goals or something positive or find some type of rhythm, still think the ball has to go through Vlad, and Vlad's going to have to be the guy to distribute the basketball. And
remember, Michigan, a win, and they're tied with Michigan State for first in the league, and they get to 7-2 on the road in the Big Ten. Their lone losses, the egg laid at Purdue, and then the overtime Dawson Garcia winner at Minnesota. Michigan, the basketball. Donaldson at the paint, floats it up there, got the roll, and Trey has Michigan's last 5. Michigan back in front, 37-35, 11-11, make a wish, maybe for some offense here in the second half. Bryce Williams high to the left for Nebraska with Mia, Hoiberg, Asijan, and Buchtungel. Hoiberg, left of the lane, underhand Mia, finds Asijan, 3-ball up, and no good, a foul, and they're going to call it on Mia, so the shot never happened. Away from the ball, Mia picks up his 3rd foul in 10 game minutes, back to the Wolverines. Shot didn't go anyways. Michigan with Kaysen, Donaldson, Wolf, Golden, and Cheddar. So that 3-big look, we've seen it on several stretches here today with Michigan playing sans Reuben Jones. Here but ill. Listed questionable, hasn't appeared. Donaldson underhands to Kaysen straight on. Takes it strong on Hoiberg. Leans in left baseline. Whips at Donaldson. Extra feed left side Wolf. Up fake. Takes it in. Underhands it. Popped up in the air by Mia. Kaysen somehow wrestled it away. And they reset the shot clock. Kaysen, Big Ten logo, floats and popcorned out. 3rd chance for Golden. Double team. Banks. No good. Rebound loose. Finally, Mia cleans it up for Nebraska. An 0-for-3 trip for Michigan. Nebraska star Williams leans in and had a shot rejected by Golden. A few words to himself by Vlad Golden as Nebraska keeps it 10-12 left, 37-35 U of M.
Yeah, we had boxing going. Now I'm thinking it's coming to the UFC right now. It's big-time wrestling or something going on here.
High to the left wing, Williams. Leave it for Mia. Now to Williams. Dangerous pass. Donaldson almost deflected that. Williams leads everybody with 22. No Husker has more than 3. Takes a left wing 3. Off the front iron. One-hop rebound. Donaldson with a turbo button on. One-on-one. Fakes a pass. Lost to control. Last touch by Hoiberg as it fell out of bounds. Donaldson labors for a foul. And Michael Reed says no. So Michigan keeps it. Return for Raleigh Worcester. He replaces Bryce Williams. So here's a critical spot. 9:56 to play. And Bryce Williams, who has 22 of Nebraska's 35 points, is out.
Yeah, strong play there by Trey, trying to take advantage.
Inbound right block, Golden. Shot fake into a double team, and that shot fake included a walk. Turnover number 9 from Michigan. Both teams even in that category. Back to the Huskers, 37-35 Michigan, 9:50 to carry.
Yeah, well, lock in on defense right now. That's what I'm concerned about is defensive stops right now. But you can see Michigan starting to get a couple deflections, and
Michigan tried to get Justin Pippen into the ball game, and he's in there. He replaces Trey Donaldson. Amari Burnett in there for L.J. Kaysen. So 9:50 left. Michigan, the 3 bigs with Burnett and Pippen. Wolverines by 2. Huskers haven't scored in 4 game minutes. Worcester, free throw line. Now zigzags, blows by Burnett. Banks missed it too strong. Rebound loose, and Justin Pippen wrestling it away there from Mia. Up ahead, Wolf. Danny's 2 of 9 from the floor today, playing with 3 fouls. Wolf, lob it in, Golden catches. High banker hit the right side of the backboard. Easy rebound, Mia. Here come the Huskers. Michigan +2. Right wing, Worcester. Sizes up Cheddar. Flips it Buchtungel, takes it left baseline, lobs it up, and it was simply a pass to the jumping Michigan guard, Amari Burnett. Up ahead, Pippen threw it too far. Miscommunication between Burnett and Pippen. And it's a turnover for Michigan. Roddy Gale Jr. returns for the Wolverines. He spells Golden. Bryce Williams and Juwan Gary, a quick respite. Mia and Buchtengel leave for the Huskers.
Yeah, Michigan's turnovers, 10 turnovers starting to pile up a little bit, and kind of looked like they might have had the numbers in transition there to make something happen.
9:10 remaining. 37-35. Huskers have missed 7 of their last 8. Michigan has missed 9 of its previous 11 from the floor. Both teams at 30% or worse. Michigan right there. Huskers 27%. Right side Williams behind the back bounce. Leave it for Gary. He'll drive into the paint on Wolf. Banks it, scores. We're tied at 37 on a nice take from Gary. He's now 2 of 11 shooting. Left wing Wolf to Cheddar, back to Danny straight on. Splits 2 into the paint and a foul on the floor by Nebraska. And that is a foul on Buchtengel. So Buchtengel stayed in there. They took out somebody else for Gary, beg your pardon.
Yeah, well, give Nebraska credit. They're doing a good job at showing Danny bodies when he's dribbling that basketball.
Buchtengel second. Nebraska with their third. 10 on the timer. Wolf left wing. Flip left corner. Burnett takes it strong left baseline. Jump stop. Spins one to a cutting Pippen. Lost the handle. Sliding snag by a Siegen in Nebraska. Tied up at 37. Huskers get it on Michigan's 11th turnover. High to the right is Siegen. Touch pass. Bryce Williams has Wolf on him. Wolf staying close to him, 25 feet out. Williams slithers into the paint. Skip a pass, bobbled, recontrolled by Buchtengel. Backs down Cheddar with 6 on the timer. Spins right baseline, leans in, fades away. It's an air ball. Ball pops up into the air, and it'll be a shot clock violation. Gary Tardy on the flip at the end of that timer, and Michigan gets a stop. What in the world's going on, Terry? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God, man.
7:49 to play. It is 37-37. And this is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits. We have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Sleep Number. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Just like your favorite sports team, you need a solid defense to protect your home and business. Whether you're tackling unexpected accidents, fouls, or fumbles, Hylant and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance are on your team. Visit Hylant today at www.hylant.com/defense. That's www.hylant.com/defense.
Wolverines and Huskers tied up at 37, 7:49 to play. Not in the first half, but in the game. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app. Available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. Terry, we've been perplexed over here courtside, but how can Michigan find enough offensively, and where do you think they could try to find that through player-wise?
Well, I think when you get those stops, Michigan is trying to push it up in transition and trying to get some numbers, try to get something in transition before that defense is set. They've been getting it, but they end up being turnovers. When you see them off to the races, bad things just started to happen, and those turnovers are starting to mount up. And as you said, 37-37 with 7:49 to go. This is 2025. This is not 1950. So
did want to mention, we're here in Lincoln. A couple weeks ago, the broadcast family in the Big Ten lost one of its greats, Greg Sharp, who called Nebraska football and baseball. He passed away to a battle with cancer. Services coming up here in Lincoln Thursday and Friday. Wishing the Sharp family, the Husker family, all the best in that. Out of the timeout, Michigan has the basketball. Right baseline, Donaldson to Cheddar. Lobs it left point. Gale takes the three. Off the front iron. Rebound offensively by Pippen. No. Put up again. Missed it. Oh, Pippen was point blank. Couldn't get 2 chances to go. Rebound, Nebraska.
Oh, my God. I mean, you talk about point blank, man.
Pippen's had a couple of great rebounds, but he hasn't been able to finish. Gary takes it in on Wolf. Too strong on a layup. And there was Pippen fighting for the board. Last touch, Nebraska. It's going back to Michigan. Pippen showing some of that stuff, but that offensive game just hasn't quite been able to take the necessary boost.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect him to be able to grab that board like that in traffic and go back up with it. I think he was probably kind of rushed to put it back up on the glass. But
if you're just joining us, no Reuben Jones so far today. He's in uniform, but he's been battling sickness. Sam Walters also out today with that back issue that's cost him the last few games. Wolf. Flip over to Donaldson, catches in traffic right baseline, lobs it high to the right, Golden, looks left, handoff, Wolf, around a screen from Golden, behind the back bounce with 8 on the timer, had it poked away for a moment, Donaldson saves it near sideline with 4 on the shot clock, Trey with 3, skip it, Golden, or to Gale, floats it up there, bricked it, rebound loose and secured by Worcester for Nebraska, 6:43 left, still 37 all. Williams finds Gary left wing, was open and said drives, elbows Golden, missed the layup. Somehow Worcester swooped in and a desperation tip in, scores it for 2. Huskers lead 39-37. Pinnacle Bank Arena stands up and cheers. Left wing Pippen to Donaldson straight on. Michigan hasn't scored in 5 game minutes. Left pocket Wolf. Takes the 3 for the lead. Buries the 3. Where in the world did that come from? 40-39 U of M.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's time for Danny Wolf to get aggressive right now. I know he likes to be a facilitator, but
then a bad pass deflected by Gary out of bounds. And there Morgan got too greedy. Huskers turn it over with 5:58 to play. 40-39 Michigan. And LJ Kaysen replaces Justin Pippen as Michigan's had to get crafty with their rotations tonight. Michigan with a win would be tied with Michigan State for first place in the league. Nebraska eyeing a quad 1 win. Right corner Kaysen drives right baseline. Shut off with a double team. Pivots, and he stepped on the baseline. After finding Donaldson left corner, or before finding Donaldson left corner, and Kaysen makes Michigan's 12th turnover.
Yeah, well, he kind of dribbled into no man's land, dribbling baseline. Whenever you go baseline, that's a defender along that baseline. I mean, it's pretty much taking it away. Either going that way to finish at the rim.
Worcester push past Buchtengel. He almost loses it out of bounds. Vacates to a siege and feed the post. Williams has it right elbow. Looks toward Buchtengel, doesn't pass it to him. Backpedals with 9 on the shot clock. Spins, jumping pass inside. Somehow caught by Morgan. Floats, missed it off the front iron. Rebound Wolf. Forget a lid on the rim. There's basically a dome on that thing. Right side Donaldson, feed the post, high block right, it's Golden. Surveys the scene, lobs it back out Donaldson. Feed Wolf, considers a 3, takes it right baseline, step back fade, squishes it down. Danny Wolf with a 5-0 personal run, and Michigan inflates the lead to 3, 42-39. 4:54 rolling second half clock.
You couldn't have said that better. A 3-point lead is called inflation.
Oh, and I'm greedy. I want those stocks up. Free throw line, Williams, contested fadeaway. Plink goes out. Rebound, Danny Wolf. He's 1 board shy of a double-double, which would be number 12 on his season. Wolf left point. Considers a heat check. Whips it right wing, Donaldson. Looks in toward Golden. Feeds Kaysen left wing. Confidently shoots a 3. Knocks it down! LJ Kaysen, a timeout 3. Michigan's largest lead at 6. Ice in the veins for the confident freshman LJ Kaysen.
I couldn't ask for it at a better time right now. I'm glad that young man is not losing any confidence. He stepped up and knocked down that 3, and Michigan definitely needed that shot in the arm.
8 straight for the Wolverines. 5 from Wolf, then the 3 ball from Kaysen. Timeout, Nebraska. We'll take it with them with 4:24 left. Michigan 45, Nebraska 39. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Grab as much cash as you can with the Queen of Hearts Cash Cube at Seconding Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Every Friday in February from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., hourly drawings give you 60 seconds in the cube. Dive into the whirlwind to win a share of over $45,000 in cash and premium play. Snag the Queen of Hearts for an extra $500 in premium play. Only at Seconding Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Seconding-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more rings, 2 more.
You deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
4:24 to go here at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. Michigan, a 45-39 lead. Yes, 45-39. And we've got less than 5 minutes to play. Terry Mills, LJ Kaysen, how about that big-time confident stroke to prompt the Fred Hoiberg timeout?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, he just turned the ball over. The play before that, going baseline. Glad that that young man had the confidence to step up and knock down that shot. I kind of look back here on my notes, Brian, and number 3 on my keys to victory was shoot the ball with confidence that Nebraska will give you wide open looks on the perimeter. It's just up to Michigan to step up and knock those shots down because you're going to get those looks.
The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Yeah, foes in Big Ten play shoot 44% of their shots from deep. Second highest rate in the league. Michigan with 23 three-ball attempts. They've made just 5, but 3 of their last 4 have gone down. Nebraska out of the timeout with the basketball. Their leading scorer, Bryce Williams, has it on the left wing. Feeds it over to Buchtengel, a whistle away from the ball. As Damari Burnett and then Bryce Williams a bit physical there. Burnett picks up the foul. Number 1 on him. It is foul 6 on Michigan, so an inbound for the Huskers here. 4:08 left, 45-39 Michigan. Largest lead for either side today.
Yeah, well, the one thing you have to worry about guarding Bryce Williams is he tries to lull you to sleep. When he passes the ball, he kind of stands still and he'll just take off. So
Williams high to the left, around a Buchtengel screen, has Golden on a switch, now darts the other way, left of the lane, scooping layup, no good, and a foul. Number 7 on Michigan. The foul goes on Michigan's Danny Wolf. So number 4 on Danny with 3:59 to play. We'll take the final media time out of the half. 45-39 U of M, 3:59 remaining. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit Belfour.com.
You're 60 seconds away from more Michigan basketball. But first, a local break here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
This month, in honor of President's Day, special offers have just been announced at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. AZ Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for $319 a month for 36 months with $2,079 due at signing. Or lease a 2024 Bronco Big Bend for $389 a month for 36 months with $2,339 due at signing. Payment includes wage security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Bronco Sport payment includes $1,500 open trade assist. Bronco payment includes $750 open trade assist. Offers end March 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers during the President's Day sales event and take advantage of this $319 Bronco Sport lease offer or the $389 Bronco lease offer before it ends.
3:59 left, second half. Michigan a 45-39 edge on Nebraska in a game where the Wolverines are shooting 32% from the floor. Nebraska 27%. And with those 3 minutes, 59 seconds on the clock, we're keeping it here for the rest of the game. This last call is presented by Founders Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, welcome to craft. And the storyline to watch here, Terry, that fourth foul from Danny Wolf before the media timeout. Michigan needs him out there. Got to try to avoid foul 5.
Yeah, you got to try to avoid that, and Danny's going to have to play smart, but also stay aggressive. I mean, Will Cheddar's over there, and he's going to be ready to go. And
Bryce Williams, one of the best free throw shooters in the Big Ten at 90%. His first trip today, he has 22 of the Huskers' 39 points. As a hush settles in Lincoln, and Williams swishes the first, cutting the Michigan lead to 5 and ending the 7th 2+ minute scoring drought by Nebraska today. Michigan has 6 of them. One more for Williams. It's airborne and pure. 4-point Michigan lead. Michigan eyeing a share of first place in the Big Ten. Nebraska looking for another quad 1 win with its resume very much on the bubble for the NCAA tournament. Kaysen, Donaldson, Burnett, Golden, and Wolf on the floor. High to the right, Donaldson picks up his bounce to Kaysen. Leave it left wing, Wolf. Shot clock down to 12, nothing inside yet. Wolf, one-on-one against Buchengel. Steps into a 3, off the front iron. Rebound to Golden. He was being tugged, and he's fouled before he actually still caught the ball with his right hand and put it up and in. The whistle came very early in that sequence, and they want to look to see if that's a potential hook and hold. It looked like Raleigh Worcester was the one who was yanking Vlad Golden.
Yeah, I don't know about no potential. I mean, that's right here in front of my eyes here.
Well, we've called this boxing, UFC,
hook and hold,
WWE.
That's square dancing right here. That's square dancing.
3:36 on a halted second half clock. Michigan a 45-41 edge. Remember, Michigan just put up its season low in points against Michigan State on Friday, 62. Michigan is 17 shy of that and up by 4 with 3:36 left. Originally, Kelly Pfeiffer took a look at it, then DJ Carstensen, now Michael Reed summoned. The 3-man officiating crew having a conversation closer to the Michigan bench than the Huskers bench.
Yeah, if you come out of that and you say a common foul, I want to know that's not even a basketball play here. So
it's pretty impressive. Golden was able to kind of loop it up there all with one hand as well. Very much after the whistle, but still. That's where Golden is he's an elite athlete for his size. Kelly Pfeiffer chats with Dusty May. Michael Reed over to Fred Hoiberg. 3:36 to play. And not sure the ruling. quite yet, but it looks like Vlad Golden is heading to the line by himself. It's going to be a hook and hold. So Vlad Golden alone at the free throw line for 2. Golden, his first free throws today. Michigan 4 of 6 on the night. He's at 73%, a career best by 7 percentage points. Eyeing the students section, rattles it out on the front end. One more for Vlad, still 45-41 U of M, 3:36 to play, half 2. Golden second, strong. An 0 for 2 trip. Michigan does maintain possession, but that is very costly. Yeah. By the way, they changed it to Gary, so it was Gary, not Worcester around that. Gary's 3rd foul. And then Amari Burnett caught it and stepped on the sideline off the inbound turnover, number 13 for Michigan. Yeah. Oh, that is a catastrophic 30 seconds of real time.
Yeah, how empty of a possession can you get on that? I mean, opportunity to make something positive happen and actually come away with nothing.
Wolf and Burnett leave. Cheddar and Gale return with Kaysen, Donaldson, and Golden. Michigan clinging to a 4-point lead. Bryce Williams into the forecourt, jogging for Nebraska, clad in that scarlet jersey kit. Left wing, double team on with Kaysen and Golden, vacates to Worcester. Lob it up, Buchtengel. Drifts to the left wing. Shot clock already at 10. Feed Hoiberg. Jab step. Underhand at Worcester. Backpedals with 6. Face guarded by Gale. Shoots a contested 3. High off the heel. Easy rebound for Trey Donaldson. That's number 7 for Donaldson today. To Kaysen. Whip it left wing. Gale. And Michigan will bleed some clock. 3 minutes left. 45-41 Michigan.
Yeah, I like that defensive series there.
Timeout, Dusty May.
By L.J. Kaysen being able to face guard, kind of give himself up to guard Bryce Williams. I mean, that was just excellent defense.
2:54 to carry second half. Michigan a 45-41 lead. Huskers are down to 27%. And mind you, this is right now a Huskers team that's averaging about 76 points a game. Their second highest offensive average in their Big Ten era, which is almost a decade and a half old now. Time flies. Both teams struggling. Mike, we knew about Michigan's three-point shooting, but boy, the Wolverines' defense has been good enough against a pretty solid Nebraska offense.
Yes, they have. You know, and if you're a viewer or a listener that loves defense, you're at the right place. But
we hope you DVR'd this one.
Yeah.
2:54 to play second half. Michigan 45, Nebraska 41. Michigan 17 fouls to Nebraska's 4. Possession arrow favors the Wolverines. Michigan with 2 timeouts, same for Nebraska. Off the inbound, Gale has it high on the left. Surveys the scene around a Golden head, picks up his bounce. Leave it for Wolf, 6 on the timer. Looking in toward Golden, 4 left. To Kaysen in between the circles with 2. Has to hoist at the horn. Off the heel, rebound down to Worcester. Boxing out Gale, Nebraska's ball.
Oh, my God. Man, I'm glad they got a tip there, man. I'm over here signaling shoot the basketball. Don't get caught with the basketball in your hand.
A passive possession out of a timeout. 2:20 remaining, rolling second half clock. Huskers the ball down 4. Free throw line, Morgan. Inside Worcester, underhands it. Buchtengel, 3 left wing. It's too strong, and the high rebound two-handed for Michigan's Vlad Golden. Huskers are 5 of 25 from deep. Those not named Bryce Williams, 1 of 16. Donaldson splits 2 with a crossover, takes it in, and had it popped out of bounds by Nebraska. 1:55 left, and inside of 2 minutes, they'll take a look at this one as it fluttered its way into the student section.
No, I don't think it's nothing to look at, to be honest with you.
And they're going to do it. That's public pressure there.
Yeah, 15,000.
They're very polite here in Lincoln, but they wanted that one. 1:55 on the game clock, 15 on the timer. 45-41 Michigan. Neither team scored for the last 2 game minutes as we spotlight today's best in the game. Brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be Wolverines. Terry? This is why they pay you the big bucks, my friend.
Ooh,
Best
man.
in the game. Certainly for Nebraska, it's been Bryce Williams, 24 of their 41. Doesn't have to be a player. A sequence, a stretch, a shot.
Yeah, well, anything's valuable at this point. Whether it's a block shot, it's a dive on the floor. I mean, there's a lot that can come out of just a championship play. Make a game play.
Getting a look at the monitor above us. Tough to tell from this vantage point. 1:55 on that second half clock. Michigan up 45-41. Neither team is led by more than 6. 5 ties, 9 lead changes.
Well, here's the thing about this is that they've got to see something that'll overturn it because they said it was Michigan's basketball.
Yep.
So if it's one of those 50-50s, then I think it'll remain Michigan's basketball.
The student section here for Nebraska, they have some students behind the scorer's table on the opposite side, the one that TV looks at. Then there's more students to our right where Michigan shoots toward in the second half. There were a few students who, kind of like the maze rage done a few times, tries to foreshadow it. Feels more like a willing of it at this point. Even Herbie Husker, their mascot, who, boy, he is somewhat terrifying. He's over there dancing, hoping to lobby right now DJ Carsonson and Kelly Pfeiffer. 1:55 to play. 45-41 Michigan.
Yeah, I think the longer it takes, the more it favors Michigan, in my opinion.
To me, the longer it takes, the more it should favor keeping the call on the floor.
Exactly.
But we haven't quite gotten to that point. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Here in Lincoln, Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce. Yeah. Wolverines a 4-point lead, 45-41. Right now, Michael Reed just mouthed over to all the 3 broadcast crews here to this side that they're looking at time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if they take any longer, I would ask them to pick up the phone and call Chicago.
Still haven't gotten a word on, or even an inkling on which way the ball will go.
Yeah, call the Big Ten office. Let them take a view at it or something.
It's Nebraska's ball. For something that takes 2.5 minutes, that's a pretty tough, and I'd say it the other way too. You just hope you can speed things up in these games. In any event, they feel they got the call right. It's 45-41 Michigan, and Nebraska has the basketball. 1:55 to play, and the Wolverines bringing some full-court press with Payson, Donaldson, Gale, Cheddar, and Golden on the floor. Nebraska with Hoiberg, Asijan, Worcester, Williams, and Buchtungel. Into the forecourt comes Hoiberg. Motions Worcester away. Hoiberg off the bounce, requesting a screen. Hoiberg is 1 for 1 today. He has taken exactly 1 field goal attempt his last 3 games. Takes a .3 and buried it. How about that? Sam Hoiberg averages 3 points a game. He hits a 3 there, and it is 45-44 Michigan, a $1:23 left. Massive possession for Michigan. Gale in between the circles. Bullet pass left corner, Kaysen. Wiggles his way and gets fouled by Raleigh Worcester. It's Nebraska's 5th. So inbound coming up for Michigan, but at least inflates the shot clock to 20 on Worcester's first. What this does allow is Danny Wolf to check back into the ball game for Michigan. He's with 4 fouls right now, so Dusty May's trying to spell him here and there on defense. 1:13 on the game clock. 45-44. Bullet pass cross court to Wolf. Over to Cheddar. Straight on rebuttal 3. It's short. Rebound secured by Buchtungel for Nebraska.
Yeah, let's get it done right now on the defensive end.
45-44 Michigan, a minute to play. Williams streaks into the paint. Flutters it up. Banker short. Rebound loose. Last touch by Michigan. It stays with Nebraska. 20 on the timer. Asijan checks in, and they're not going to review this one.
Yeah, I tell you, that's those championship plays that I talk about. Michigan's got to find a way to possess that basketball.
20 on the timer, 54.8 on the game clock. 45-44 Michigan. Inbounders Worcester looking left. In some trouble. Fred Hoiberg tried to call a timeout. Inbound to Williams. They got it in time, and he missed a jumper from 17. Right baseline, rebound Michigan. So the Wolverines probably didn't want Williams taking any shot, but he missed it as Fred Hoiberg was trying to call time. Timeout Dusty May. 40.6 on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. And that is the Wolverines' second to last timeout. 45-44 U of M. Michigan hasn't scored in 3 minutes, 33 seconds.
Yeah, there's been some droughts in this ball game. Michigan needs to come away with something positive here.
We're in the barren offensive desert of Lincoln, Nebraska. So where do you dial up here, Terry?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean,
not a lot of good options.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of options. I can tell you that now. But I would imagine that Michigan's going to try to run some type of misdirection. Maybe even go back to take a look at that 4-5 pick and roll. I know they haven't ran it all game here, but sometimes you got to go back to your bread and butter. But probably needs to be something on a misdirection.
Vlad Golden has not scored a bucket since early in that second half. And he's the only Wolverine shooting 50%. No one above it. And remember, Vlad Golden came in with a field goal percentage of 64, which was 7th best nationally.
Yeah, well, just make sure you get a shot. Don't come away with just a flat-out empty possession. And what has been happening is Michigan gets a little penetration. They've been getting wide-open shots on the perimeter. Someone's got to step up and knock one of those shots down.
Michigan trying to pull into a share of first place with Michigan State in the Big Ten. Nebraska's very much on the NCAA tournament bubble. This is a quad one opportunity. Cheddar to inbound. He finds Wolf. Out there with Donaldson, Golden, and Gale. Hand off Donaldson. 35 seconds left, 12 on the timer. Michigan's lead 1. Wolf at the point around a screen from Golden. A flop by Buchengel. Whip it right corner. 3-ball. Donaldson up. It hits off the back of the iron twice. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Nebraska. And they'll look at it with 23.1 seconds left. Michigan clinging to a 45-44 lead. But remember, a little while ago, a reversal turned into a Sam Hoiberg 3. And we shall see. Kelly Pfeiffer called it off Nebraska, and then immediately, like an umpire in baseball signaling a home run, flipped and wheeled that right index finger around, saying he wanted to take a look at it. And he's there with DJ Carstensen now.
Well, because of the fans that are standing in front of us, I didn't have a view of it at all. So
23.1 left. If this stands as Michigan's ball, there would still be a shot clock at 20. Wolverines have 1 timeout left, Nebraska 2. Michigan with the possession arrow.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I've seen from these officials. The last time that they went over and took this view, they'll come together, and then it's almost like they'll take a vote. And whatever that vote is.
They've shown the replay a couple of times, and it certainly hasn't drawn a big reaction from the Nebraska crowd. We're at an awkward angle to see it. It's really tough to tell, because it was kind of smacked on a back tap for the player, but it was tapped toward the baseline, and it's confirmed as Michigan's basketball.
Yeah, I would think that if you were trying to call it off Vlad, he wouldn't be trying to hit it that way based on how his position of his body was. I would think he would be going out toward half court.
Foul to give for Michigan, or for Nebraska, so Michigan's next time fouled would not send them to the free throw line. Donaldson, Cheddar, Gale, Wolf, and Golden on the floor. Donaldson quarterbacks it in for Michigan, who leads 45-44, 23.7 left. Inbound Roddy Gale. He is bothered along the sideline and is fouled with 21 seconds left. So it is a foul on Hoiberg. Number 3 on him, 6th on Nebraska. So the Wolverines have to inbound once more just in front of us. Juwan Gary checks in.
Well, I
for
can
Braxton
tell you,
Mia.
in the real world, they'd be the guy that I would like to see on the line. That's probably Michigan's best free throw shooter, is Roddy Gale on the floor right now.
Danny Wolf, right now statistically the worst for Michigan on the floor. He's the inbounder. Looking left, skip it, dangerous pass. Gale gets it, and now he is into the forecourt as he's fouled by Buchtengel. Oh, that was quite risky, but somehow, Terry, you got what you wanted there. Roddy Gale Jr. at the line for a 1-and-1, 18.7 left. Shot clock turned off. Michigan 45, Nebraska 44.
And I'll tell you, that happened right in front of us, man. Oh, my God.
So Roddy Gale Jr., who is 4 of 4 from the line today. Every other Wolverine today is 0 of 4. Came in 78%. Gale tied with Danny Wolf for the team lead with 10 points in this rock fight of a Big Ten clash in Lincoln. First free throw of the 1-and-1 up and a swish. 46-44 Michigan, 18.7 left. And the question would be, if Gale makes the second, does Dusty May call for a foul game? Because the Wolverines have 7 fouls. It'd be a 1-and-1 for Nebraska. Second free throw, airborne and pure. Gale, 6 of 6 from the line. LJ Kaysen enters. 18.7 on the game clock. 47-44, Michigan. The inbounder will be Raleigh Worcester. Certainly Michigan looking like they might be fouling. Here's Bryce Williams into the forecourt for Nebraska. 14 seconds left. Around a screen, and Gale fouls him with 12.6. Now, Williams is not the guy you necessarily want to foul. He's a 90% free throw shooter. But when you're up 3, 12.6 left, and a 1-and-1, I think it's an understandable roll of the dice.
Yeah, they're trying to play the foul game right now, and if you're Michigan, I mean, he's shooting 90%. I've seen stranger things happen.
Remember, first half, Damari Burnett went 0 for 2.
Yeah.
Came in almost 80%. So a 1-and-1 on the 8th team foul by Michigan for Bryce Williams, who has 24 of the Huskers' 44 points. 47-44 Michigan. 3 dribbles, spin of the basketball, slight knee bend. The righty shoots and nails it. 47-45, Michigan's lead down to 2. 12.6. One more for Williams.
You got to be ready to rebound this basketball. Don't just assume that he's a 90% free throw shooter and is going to make this shot.
Second one for Bryce Williams. Lets it fly, swishes it. 47-46. Danny Wolf set to inbound. Surveys the scene. Lobs it over to Gale, and he's pushed by Worcester. Less than a second shaved off. It's at 11.8. 8th team foul on the Huskers. So back to the free throw line goes Roddy Gale Jr., who is 6 of 6 from the stripe. 11.8 left, 47-46 Michigan.
Yeah, if Michigan knocks down these free throws, you got to find someone else for Nebraska to get that ball in their hands except Bryce Williams.
So Roddy Gale Jr., another 1-and-1. His first is up, and it's long. Rebound down to Nebraska. Up ahead, Williams with 8. Leave it left wing. A siege and a 3 for the lead. Short. Rebound. Donaldson accelerates with 3. He's fouled with 2.6 by Williams. Another 1-and-1, but only 2.6 remains as Connor Esigian got a beautiful look. He shoots 40% from 3 on the year. He's 0 of 4 today. The Huskers are 6 for 27. Timeout, Nebraska. Oh, if you're the Huskers, you'd have taken all of that, and it's still misfired in a game where there's been a lid on the bucket almost the entire way.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it was too good of a look for my liking, that's for sure.
It was an excellent look.
Yeah.
And Bryce Williams had the ball. He distributed because it was the right basketball play. Even if he has 26, the rest of the Huskers have 20. Oh, my goodness. 2.6 remaining. Nebraska has one timeout. Michigan one timeout. It is still a 1-and-1 for Trey Donaldson, who is a 67% free throw shooter. At this point, you would assume on a miss, Nebraska would probably call an instant timeout, right?
Yeah, well, I'm going to have some confidence and say Trey's going to step up here and knock down these 2 free throws. That's the way I'm leaning right now for this young man.
Well, Donaldson has 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists in 33 minutes.
And I'll tell you what, I've seen him do it before. And
Donaldson at the free throw line. 2.6 left. Michigan 47, Nebraska 46. Front end of the 1-and-1 is airborne and pure. 48-46. One more for Donaldson. Not over, regardless of result here. Donaldson gets the basketball. Takes a deep breath as he gazes toward the basket. One dribble, spins in his hands, shoots, and swishes. Timeout. 2.6 remaining, 49-46. Now the question, after Michigan calls the timeout, their last, is do you risk fouling here if you're the Wolverines? Because there is a chance that they could try to get a shot up and have 3 free throws.
Yeah, well, you need to make sure that they're not in the act of shooting. And if you're going to take that foul, then take it.
LJ Kaysen readies to check in. Michigan playing shorthanded here. They have no Reuben Jones. He's with the team, was listed questionable, but he has not suited up at all. He's been in uniform, but is not taken to the floor. But LJ Kaysen with 14 minutes. He had a big 3. Wolverines doing enough at the free throw line, albeit not flawless, 8 of 13. Up by 3, 2.6 left, trying to get back into a tie for first place in the league. Michigan at 29.5% from the floor. 2.6 seconds away from a win. Nebraska's a 26% mark here today. Danny Wolf ready to bother the inbounder, Raleigh Worcester. Worcester can run the baseline as DJ Carstensen informs him. Out there with Sejan, Williams, Buchtengel, and Hoiberg. Worcester has the ball, races to the right, lofts one up. It's caught by Buchtengel. He hands off. No, he takes the 3 for the tie. Missed it short. Faked a pass. Looked at the bucket. Took it at the horn. Hit the front iron and fell off. And Michigan survives 49-46.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Dusty turned around and said, how did that happen? I would have thought with him catching that ball there that you'd foul him. I mean, he's not an excellent three-point shooter, but stranger things have happened in a game like this here today. And, man, I'll take it.
Michigan 49, Nebraska 46. And I think Bryce Williams was next to him. He kind of motioned that way, but held it to himself, shot the 3, nowhere close. Michigan survives 7-2 on the road in the Big Ten, tied for first place in the league again, somehow, some way. Stay tuned for the postgame show. Michigan, a winner, 49-46 here in Lincoln. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Wolverine fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets,